shit. Ruined my whole computer. Well, I don't know what to do. Probably cut that down some. A lot. I got Janie with me tonight. Oh. Total. What's the point of this stream? Well, I'm trying to maintain sanity. No, thank you. You have all you want. You eat it while it's hot, eh? If we wait too long, it'll be cooled off. It won't be. It'll be stale tasting. It's good. Kettle corn. Good. Mm-hmm. Flat kettle corn. Hi, Stray. I don't know what we're doing. We're just trying not to go stir crazy, I think. I guess we could paint something. I don't see the harm in that. We got white. Yeah, we got white. We got blue. We got some paint. Should I paint something? Yeah. Maybe. I might paint something. Big hugs. We got big hugs from Stray. Thank you, Stray. Big hugs back at you. I hope you enjoyed doing wonderful. I love y'all. Oh, man. Yeah, I have no thoughts. I got not a thought in the world. I really don't have any thoughts. Pretty shit stream so far. We don't even know what we're gonna do. Painting sounds awesome. Okay, let's break out a canvas then. Let's do one. I kind of feel like it's weird. I kind of feel like I need to get all my art supplies up to give away what I want to, and I don't know what's going to happen to the rest. I just don't know what's going to happen to the rest. Listen to a recording, I didn't know what it was before, and I listened to it, and it was the infamous Butt Dog. It broke my heart. Broke my heart. Can't believe there was a person capable of that. With no shame. I'm not going there. It's just, I don't even care. This hurtful, this sad. This makes me realize how much I care for that person, unfortunately. it's not reflected. That's what the unfortunate thing is. It's not reflected. It was never reflected. Never been plotted and schemed against on such a deep level. Backstabbed, betrayed, lied to, manipulated. All for self-sided psychosis. Alright, but we're not going there. That's not what this stream's about. I've kind of been thinking lately about the hero's journey, about what you endure in life. And you get to a point to where you just kind of wonder, is it the hero's journey? Are things tough because they get better and because it makes you better, makes you stronger, makes you invincible, I guess. No, I haven't, Stray. I've been saving it. I've been doing these hair drying paintings, and I did those kind of with the intent of wanting to incorporate that. I want to make something special with them. I don't want to waste them, but I got them right here. I've just been wanting to wait until I actually get the skills till I make something like super duper special with them. And there's like 2 colors that I'd like to incorporate in normal colors, but these are gonna be for the Keep It Simple Studio channel, which I wanted to start on Monday, but Monday was a disaster. The past couple weeks have been a disaster, and really hard to motivate to do some stuff. Yeah. Oh my gosh, they would look so good with that. They would look so good with that. Let me see if I got some black. Oh, that ain't glued to the table. We got black and we got white. I would like some gold, a little gold to go with it, but I don't necessarily think that's in order. I don't think that has to happen with the gold. Golly, man, I love these. I love these so much. Look at that blue. Look how beautiful. Pearl electric blue. That's panther blue right there, electric blue. Pearl rose. Oh my God. Yeah, I definitely see that happening, Stray. I definitely see that happening. Look at that sky blue, pastel green, amethyst purple. That's probably the best purple that I've ever owned paint-wise. The prettiest purple that I've ever used or had to use paint-wise. Pearl golden hour. That is gorgeous. Yeah, thank you, Stray. Thank you. I want to make sure that I don't take them for granted. They're special to me. And when I take something home with it, I guess I've kind of done this little signature thing. I've decided that's my signature. So I'm confident enough to probably use them to create something like that. And I like what we've been making in that regard. I like those paintings. Might do that. We might mix that up. Might mix it up. I'm afraid tonight though, I'm scared if I start to mix my paints that I'm gonna kind of go flat and I'm gonna half-ass it, and I don't want to half-ass it. It's the only thing. But I got white and black already mixed up. White and black. I might try one more of those, do it the same style just as a practice run, and maybe plan on these for Monday if we can kick it off on to Keep It Simple. And we'll go ahead and plan out which ones I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use yeah. I'm gonna use pearl, amethyst, and I'm gonna use pearl golden hour. And we're gonna do a slightly thick line of purple, and then we're gonna do a lighter line of the gold just above it, about 1 inch away. And we're just gonna waft it like we do. After I put my splaps on there, we're gonna spackle it down, and that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it. I had so much on my mind. I really wanted to talk about some shit. I did. It all just eludes me. It doesn't elude me. I just This doesn't seem that important right now. God, I love these. I absolutely love these. Isn't that pretty? Look at that paint. Isn't that gorgeous? It says sky blue. That's like a powder blue. It's my favorite powder blue. I wanted a Lincoln powder blue. Isn't it gorgeous?
You want some too?
No, ma'am. You enjoy. You eat them while it's hot. You eat them all while they're hot. You getting full?
Not in here.
Not in there. You have some more. You have all you want. I made that for you. Thank you, though. Thank you for sharing. She's sweet. So we're gonna do amethyst. As a matter of fact, I don't want to leave them out. I'll leave them in the box. So we're gonna do amethyst and pearl golden hour. So pearl amethyst and pearl golden hour. We're gonna do those with black and white. I'm not gonna mix it up with our gradient gray or anything like that. We're not gonna fuck with that. So for now, maybe we'll just use this red. We'll go black, white, and red again. We could really do any colors. We could do any colors. I got purple. I got purple. Oh, that's that copper. I got copper mica powder. No, thank you, James. No, you have all you want. You have them all. Have them down to the last kernel. They're for you.
Have you tried this thing over here?
What's that? You want to play your song? You want to play your song? You do? Not right this minute. I'll play it right this minute if you want. Okay, we'll do it another time. So we'll go white, black. We'll go red again. I like that red. Might as well use it up while we know what we're doing with it. Might as well use it up while we know what we're doing with it. Might as well. We might as well. We might as well use it up. Okay. Let me plug this up too. We know what we're doing. We've done this before. Do we know what we're doing? I think we do. I think we know what we're doing. It's okay. I think we know what we're doing. I think we do. We're wasting paint. Right? We're wasting paint. That's what we do. I'm actually going to card that paint up and put it back on. Because our table's dry, it won't be all mixed up, thank goodness. I was going to play guitar for Janie a little bit ago, but my computer took so long to load, she started eating popcorn. And I ain't practiced in a few days, so I don't know if I'm feeling it, but we'll see. Oh my God, those fucking pearl colors are gonna be so nice on here. So freaking nice on here. I think I need to go by Walmart and get some pour medium. I'll have to do that this weekend if we're gonna do that Monday. Because I want them to come out nice and glossy. I don't want to flatten them out. They are worthy of the brightness, for sure. So excited to use them. So pretty, those colors. Just absolutely gorgeous. I've kind of been intimidated to use them. They inspired me to try to learn a new technique. So I do have that. Okay, that should be good for a black. That should be good for a black. For the black that we're going to use. That should be good. All right. I'll put my white spackling on this black here. We'll go ahead and spackle it out. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. We're good there. I don't want this to run too much. I don't want to pour it down into my black. It's going to overwhelm my black, so we're just going to do that. We're just going to do that. That's how we do it the right way, y'all. That's how we get it did the right way. And of course, this white paint is just about 40% white paint, 60% Floetrol, with just a little water in it to top up how liquefied we need it, how runny we want it. Which we always measure on our run board. That's now by the garbage because the cat that I put outside peed on it. Which was one of the final straws for having that cat in the house. Why it's outside. Sweet cat. Absolutely beautiful cat. Sweet cat, but cancer patient and a senile woman. You can't have a cat in here when only one person's taking care of all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So the cat had to go. It didn't have to go. I mean, I didn't take it to the pound or anything. It's still here, and it's still in the yard, and I still feed it, and it's still welcome, and I still love it. I talk to it every day. I go out and visit it and pet it, and it's real sweet. Want to keep it around, but it's not welcome in the house. It's not welcome in the house. Let's just put this back in our white. What's on our hand here? I'm a little intimidated by them. Yeah, I think so too. Red, black, and white. I really like this color combo a lot. I think it looks good. I agree. Dang, it was a spot. We'll just spackle this on. Maybe at a little higher rate than that. Can't see what I'm doing, sorry. This is where we are with it. Now we're just gonna spackle this black on. The black, red, and white with the 50-50 like this kind of reminds me of the Scarface movie cover. It's like black and white, about 50-50, and it's got, hi Gaia. Hey Gaia, good to see you. Miss Bearer of Good News. Very nice to see you. Hope everything's all good out west there. As well, Michigan. I heard some shit about Michigan today, and I got really worried, but it was about businesses and stuff shutting down. And what's it, Gretchen Whitmire or some shit? The Nazi freaking governor. Just how she's really just sold the state out. But the funny thing was, everybody was all in support of Michigan. Even the people that weren't from Michigan were just like, man, it's such a fantastic and beautiful state. Just the politics there are dog shit, unfortunately. Yeah, that's cool, man. This is cool. Stray's the woman. Y'all are both the womans. Lovely to have you both here. We're gonna knock this painting out quick. I got a feeling. Okay. This is how we do. Now we're about to waft it. I'm pretty sure that's a rapper's name. Lil Wafty. Lil Wafty. I'm about 34% sure that's a rapper's name. Alright. Pizza flip it. Spin it, whatever pizza gets did. All right, put this on our pants. Got a little red on there, a little red accent on our pants. Oh Lord, we're looking fancy, y'all. We're looking fancy. I love fancy sauce. Ow. Where'd that out of my finger? Something burnt me. This song cool too, that's crazy. I got scalded. Alright, it's waft time. Let's waft this shit. Been wafted. That is how we wafted. What? Wednesday? Oh, it's hump day. Oh shit. Oh, far out. Hemping. Okay. Yeah, it's the 5-minute quickie. It's the new way, all right. How to get your work done and go home quick. I'll put it on Gaia, but I'm gonna try to keep this stream up. Is there copyrighted music on it? Well, I think we're done, man. I kind of think we're done with the painting portion of the day's stream. We can run it some. Might do that. We'll just drag it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it, y'all. I might need to waft it right there a touch. I gotta re-waft it. I have to re-waft the part. All part of the experience and re-wafting. Oh shit. I really like how my little black splaps come out, my little spackles. a black come out cool. I'm not happy with this blend in here. Let me see about it. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine, man. It's gonna be okay. It's okay, I'm reloading. I'm just gonna run a touch off the side, kind of fill in this little gap that I'm not happy with. And then I'll be happy with it. And now I'm happy. Uh-oh. And I'm still happy. Even with a uh-oh, I'm still happy. Yeah, that's cool, man. So we're gonna popsicle stick it and go put it in the dry room. I'll show what we've created, this little thing that we got. It's just very basic, abstract, monochrome with bright red. Dilly. Just your basic abstract monochrome with bright red dilly. Pretty simple, pretty cut and dry. Let's have a gander, y'all. That's what we got did. That's all we did. I like the little black spackles. They come out cool. They had little cells form in them. And there's some tiny little ones in the red and black. I would have liked a little more, but something to work on for next time. And then just white spackle. We got our white spackle. So that's what it is. There's been simpler art. Let's be real. There's been more simple art. Right on. Thank you, guy. This is my... there we go. I think I fucked it up for a sec. This is my trademark. This is what I've been doing lately. These are pretty much what I've been pumping out. I've done 3 reds so far and 1 teal. And that's just what's up. That's just what's up, y'all. I think we're all cornered up. Yeah, we're cornered up. Just gonna get it out the way. But she's pretty cool. She's a pretty cool painting. Just your basic bitch. Your basic bitch painting. I'll be right back. Sorry, Shay. Door was stuck. That door gets a little jammed sometimes. We'll put our coagulants up and then we can talk about it, right? Then we can talk about it, y'all. Talk about shit. What's there to talk about? What's new? What's happening in everybody's lives? Everybody good? Everybody doing good and happy? Everybody good and happy? I hope so. I gotta quit drinking, man. I'm gonna get so fucking fat. I'm not drunk right now. I drank earlier, but I had about an hour nap. I have absolutely no buzz right now. That was way earlier. That was like 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. I had a couple drinks on the beach. Beach is cool, man. Just God. This life passing me by. At my age, I want to spend some time out there with people, you know? Lonely. That's the thing about the beach. Like, you can enjoy it, but once you kind of, the summer's winding down, there's less people, and it's just like, man, it's more intimate. You know what I'm saying? The beach is more intimate about this time of year. And it's not as fun. But the weather and stuff, nature's great, all that stuff, but all right. I got that hand thing. Every time I wipe my table off, I need a canvas that I can just put my hand on. That's what I'm gonna do. I got one with a hole in it. I'm gonna do that. I got this little canvas and put a piece of tape over it. It's got a hole in it. Right there has a hole. Oh, that's dog shit. That was all it gave me. Come on, man. That's better. So there's day one of this shits. So by the time this is done, it should look like that canvas that I do all my runs on, but with a bunch of different colored handprints. We can go back and look at all the colors that the table was during the ages. During the ages, that's what we need. That's right, man. I'm excited too, guy. I'm super excited too. Mega excited. It's gonna be so cool to hang out with you and just, you know, just have somebody with some positivity around, even if it's occasional. You know, like you got your stuff to do and what you'll be doing and what have you, but just the fact that you'll be close by, it's freaking awesome. What's up with this light? Maybe. Let me pull it off then. There we go. Why is it so dark? Why is it so dark? Don't did that. There we go. Quit didn't it. Undid that. Undid it. Make it undid. I counted 3 caravan parks on the way home today, guy, and there's one literally across the tree line. I could make a footpath, and there's like 100 sites, and there's not a thing on it. And they've been building it since I got here, since before I got here. But just saying. I've been adjusting to the schedule, the sleep schedule and stuff like that. So it's not as hard on me as it was initially. It did take some adjustment. It took like 2 weeks to get adjusted to the feeding tube stuff and things like that. And it's not a problem whatsoever. I'd much rather do it than, you know, not do it or have somebody else do it. So I'm kind of honored to do it. I'm happy to do it. But it's just taxing. That's all. It's just taxing sometimes. It's a fucking nice place to be, though. I don't know one person that locks their car and shit, like when they go in the store or anything like that. There's a lot of like people that you'd be suspect, but they all live here, you know. And I think kind of everybody is just kind of like they don't shit in their backyard, you know what I mean? So if they're gonna go out stealing shit, they'll go to Myrtle Beach. There's plenty of other places that's got way more people, way nicer shit than here. But it's a very cool beach. It's a very, very cool beach. I need to get a sifter. I got to get me a screen, this type of screen with a border around it so I can go into the water's edge and sift, because apparently sharks' teeth sink. The heavy ones sink into the sand and get covered up with stuff. But if you got a sifter, hey Warhammer, what's up, brother? Great to see you, man. Got you, man. Got you. The period it out. It's okay, man. I'm kind of in a period too. I'm just not moody or nothing. I'm moody. I'm sad moody. I'm like, you know, down moody. I'm okay though. Poor guy copped that the other night. I called guy up bawling my eyes out over Amy. It was so sad. I was in such a bad state. You helped me out so much, God. I love you so much. I'm so grateful. You know, I'm so grateful for your friendship. Thank you so much for helping me through that. I felt so much better. And when we ended on my favorite topic. Talk about shit like wondering if Madeleine McCann was Soros' kid, and about the Podestas kidnapping him. And like there was two theories between the two of us. One was that they sacrificed like this special child, and the other one, I'm thinking that Soros plants all these children. Yeah, we got him in sync there, Puddin' Pal. And look, there's a double sync. There's two sync typed in at the same time. That's awesome. Oh yeah, maybe that was on purpose. Okay, all the best, Jay. Have a great night, brother. Thank you for popping in. Always great to chat with you, man. Always great to see you and know you about. And the other theory, so that's one theory, that they're kidnapping, like Soros is having these children because he's got this special like eye thing or whatever. In which I'm thinking the eye thing is just representative of like a blood type or maybe a meat type. I don't know. Maybe the flavor of the adrenochrome, the walnut sauce. Which apparently the adrenaline gland isn't in the brain. It's in it's about the kidneys, I think, and it's shaped like a walnut. So when they say like walnut sauce, oh, this is gonna get banned, isn't it? I mean, I got banned the other day because I said I didn't want to wear a face muzzle. They literally removed my fucking stream and gave me a warning and said if I do it again, I'm banned off YouTube for 7 days. It's crazy. So the two theories are that Soros is having these kids because he's got this special bloodline, maybe like a, Inky bloodline or some shit, a Prometheus bloodline, a Lucifer bloodline. And they're using his children for these sacrifices. But my theory was that these inept fucking bumblefuck brothers, the Podestas, like Ig and fucking Ook over there, are deep state, just demon puppets. You know what I'm saying? They're just in the deep state. And like they can just do shit like that. Like demons, I guess. Like walking fucking demons. And based on the club that they're in. And they kidnapped the kid to get Soros money and influence, to use his money and influence to, you know, because Soros has these children and, you know, who knows, man, who knows? I know, right? Code words like Cooties 1984. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Oh man, I got this BitChute video I got off Godlike Productions earlier, and this fucking doctor went to Oxford, has written 23 books and has over 40 peer-reviewed journals. He fucking lays it out. 4 minutes, tells everybody, you're all fucked. You're all fucked. You're all fucked. Everybody's fucked. And how? In a science manner. In the most clear and concise way. Breaks it down. The spike proteins. The how everybody's fucked. 4 ways from Sunday. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's 4 different ways you're fucked. If just saying. Just be what it be, man. The old clock shot. Some old death juice. That New World Order death juice, y'all. It's interesting hearing science debunk science. Right? None of that shit holds any water to me anyway, but it's still interesting hearing science debunk science. And I mean, one of them's got to be right. And there's also, that shit detects under a black light. That's crazy too, because you can take a black light and shine it to your injection site and your veins and shit, and it shines up. And somebody's just like, man, that's how they detect blood at a crime scene with a black light, and that's not true. You have to put a solution on it. You have to douse it with a solution to see splatter at a crime scene. It doesn't show under a black light unless you put a solution over it. So there's something in it, man. There's something in it, and it ain't good. It ain't good. None of that shit can be good. And there's videos of the graphene oxide crystallizing, and it makes like these little crystal cities as it builds up and forms these crystalline structures in your blood, causing clots. And apparently, if you take the clot shot, you can't give blood anymore, and you have the equivalent of HIV, which is crazy. It's just horrible, man. It's just horrible. But is it? But is it horrible? It's just the next chapter. It did it before. Spanish flu, what, 1918 or some shit, back in 37 when the Great Depression hit. They had, I don't know, what was that, polio or some shit. And it turned out polio was caused by incesticides, or insecticides. There it goes with the incest. I got my incest knees, and we got incesticides. Insecticides. Incesticides. That's what they spray on West Virginia. Y'all quit fucking. Y'all quit fucking y'all family. That's gross. Here, spray this on. Like mama hosing off the dogs with a water hose, right? Just get a big can of incesticide and go hit up the fucking West Virginia. Y'all quit fucking in there. That's gross. Oh, that's right. Sure. Well, that's a good thing. I wouldn't give blood. I don't trust where the blood's going. If I give blood, they need to give me a ticket for the bag. Bag needs to have a number and a scan on it. And I need a receipt as to when that blood's given and to where it went to. That's the only proper thing, right? That's blood's gold. That's the most vital thing that we need for life, right? If they're going to take our blood, the least they can do is keep track of it and let us know where it went. Just like our tax money. Every fucking penny that you spend in tax money, at the end of the year, you should get a receipt. And you should have your tax money, everything listed in bullet points as to where every single red dime that you fucking invested into your government, where that money went. When you get it back and it said, we sent all your money to Afghanistan to pay off fucking Taliban soldiers, you're not going to be very happy or too encouraged to keep paying that shit. We paid the road works way too much to get the this road built so that they could have a fucking fag parade on it or some goofy shit to celebrate like 13 or 16 different genders. You wouldn't be too fucking happy, right? You wouldn't be too happy when you hear teachers and shit teaching leftist bullshit. I mean, it's not left or right. That's not where I'm going. Like they should be teaching right. It's not that they should be teaching left or right. That's the thing. They should be neutral. Should be teaching what should be taught, the curriculum, not their personal opinion. Critical race shits. I know, right? My incest knees. I got my incest knees. I brought that up, didn't I? Wow. I probably could in the corner here, but I could kick the roof of our old house in Australia. I could kick the roof. Yeah. What they do store them. They store them in blood banks. I used to have to make blood bank runs, but it's nothing to scan it. And then like, you know, whenever it's used, I mean, you don't have to get it this year and 5 years or anything like that. But when they do use it, that would be a nice service to have to say like, well, your blood went to motorcycle victim or accident victim that was bleeding out. We couldn't save him, but we put all 4 quarts of blood that you had donated into this guy. We put 1 quart into this guy, and you know, just randomly get tickets in the mail. It'd make you feel better too. It'd make you feel like you're actually contributing, not just like giving it to some faceless entity to use it, you know, to use it to God for God knows what. When you donate it, they have your DNA, right? You gave it to them. I gave it to them. Like that, we gave it to them. They got our DNA. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They can clone us. They can make man-bear pigs. I'm just saying, man, there needs to be accountability, transparency and accountability for a government to exist, period. Healthcare system, all that shit. The only way it's ever going to be successful, which it never was, To some people, surgeries are okay for the most part, but medicine is terrible. Medicine just causes more problems because there's no accountability. In my opinion. My opinion. I can't say this for fact, can I? Or I'll get fucking banned. They'll wipe my channel. You can see that. I ain't even a truth slayer. I'm just an opinion haver. That's a sad day when they control your thoughts, right? I gotta get a bottle of water. Oh, okay. Hey, that's a great idea though, Stray. That's a great idea. Cause it's good to blood lead anyway. It's good to release blood. Because your body makes new blood. And it's fresh. And makes you feel useful and invigorated. You kind of get that feeling when you donate blood. Or so it's been said, and I kind of bought into that. I feel like I did. But that's very interesting. That's very interesting. And plus you got like bags of it. If you so chose, you could sell that shit on the black market. Who wants some blood, dog? Shit. I've been collecting blood for like 5 years. I got a whole freezer full of this shit. Got any takers? Might be valuable. Times get tough. Everybody's all injected up and their blood ain't no good because the blood bank won't take it. I saw a dude sold his soul on eBay one time. For like 20 bucks. $5. I don't even think it was 20. I think he sold it cheap as shit. Highest bidder. Sold my soul for a Happy Meal. That's crazy. Regardless. Real or not, that's crazy. Because if you don't believe in it, you're selling something, you're manifesting something. You're manifesting a belief in the act of saying, here's my soul in a jar. Whether you believe it or not, you're still participating in a manifestation of it. That being the representation of whatever your soul is. Anyway. My 2 cents. I don't know. What the fuck I know? I'm a nobody on a path to nowhere. I don't think I'm on a hero's journey. I just don't think I'm on one. I don't have faith in people. I don't have faith in Babylon. I got faith in people, but people that I know personally, that I bond with and connect with and find resonance with. Outside of that, I don't really have resonance with people. And people that know me know if they got resonance with me. And I found it so difficult because there's so many people that don't want resonance with me. They don't appreciate resonance with me. They're so caught up in their self. It's just it's a different world. It's a different world. People aren't looking for what I'm looking for. Hey, Matthias, what's up, man? How you doing, man? I've been better, but I'm okay. I'm complaining. I was about to say I can't complain, but I'm complaining. So the more I complain, the better I feel. I'm gonna scrape this bowl while I talk. I was gonna play some songs for my grandma, but she said, you can do it later. I was like, all right, I'll just do that then. I'll probably end up finishing out trying to play a couple songs. Goofing the fuck off. Yeah, everybody complains. It's the world in which we live. Honestly, man, my mom should be complaining. The only things I got to complain about are I'm just lonely, really. Just feeling the impact of rejection. You know what I'm saying? Like rejection sucks. Especially rejection when, yeah, I don't know. Rejection sucks. I heard the butt doll that my ex made to me while catering and dating, taking around this dude that murdered 2 people. He's a drug addict. This chick was cheating with him, playing out on her sugar daddy to him, and made sex arrangements with him. Straight up made sex arrangements with him on an ass doll. And I actually heard that tonight. I didn't hear the whole thing. I heard like the first, like as soon as I heard her voice, my heart sank. And it just made me sick to my stomach. And I didn't want to hear that. I absolutely didn't want to hear it. It's bullshit. And this is how everybody that I've met this summer, everybody's here today, gone tomorrow, and it's like I'm not a real person in their life. I'm not a real person in their life. And not just one instance. There's been like probably 6 instances this summer. And I've had some really good times. But you realize that it's just there in that moment. And in that moment it was fun. But that's the only place it'll ever exist. Hey Nicholas, what's up, man? I made another painting tonight in honor, well not in honor, but in the same vein of the one that I'm sending you. So there's a spoiler. There's a spoiler. If you see tonight's painting, you're getting one similar to that. But I got a couple that I'm sending out to you, Nicholas. I can't wait to get those out to you. Just I haven't been to Charlotte where the UPS is. I actually went to UPS, but I didn't have the painting prepared. I didn't have it all wrapped up and stuff. And initially, the reason I didn't send it when I told you I was going to send it is because I made one better that needed to dry. And so, yeah. Well, thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, brother. I love you, man. I love you, Nicholas. With all my heart, brother. You are my brother. You're my brother. And I care about you as such. And I hope in my life there's going to be some way I can prove that to you in a tangible way. You know, it just won't be lip service. Because I have every intent of honoring that fully if given the opportunity. You know, if there's ever a situation that I can help, or I just got to get my shit together. Like my title says, man, I'm having a great deal of trouble deciphering whether I'm on a hero's journey or if I'm a nobody. You know, and this is all just the path of a nobody. And in my heart of hearts, I don't want to be a nobody. I don't really care if I'm a nobody, because I mean, what's it matter? If you're on a hero's journey, then when you get there, you're there, right? But if you're a nobody, then you just never get anywhere, which is where it feels like I'm going, nowhere fast. I'm fine to accept either fate, but one fate offers a lot of hope, while the other fate just encourages you to stay in the moment because there's not really anything to look forward to. You know, and but either way, regardless of whichever way it is, I'm gonna stay in the moment. But thinking about it, pondering it, being a nobody on a path to nowhere, it's very depressing. It's just very depressing because it doesn't offer a lot of like heart happiness, I guess, like a soulmate and just, you know, that connection that I thought I had. And hearing that recording, that was a tough one. Because I didn't expect that. I thought it was a song. And I played it. And it was just like, oh shit. My heart sank. Because I've kind of been struggling over that. As you could tell in our last chat that we had, I kind of started leaking about that a little bit. Yeah, good call, Nicholas. Damn good call, man. Damn good call. Well, I like to feel like I'm on a hero's journey. I really do. I like to feel like I'm on a hero's journey. And just got to get my shit together. Got to get my shit together. I got to learn NFTs is what I got to do. I need to learn NFTs on the internet. Get into Ethereum and shit like that. I don't need to be into technocracy. But in the same regard, I'm under the understanding that if you think you're going to use Babylon to get out of Babylon, like make a lot of money and then buy your way out or something, you're just as batshit crazy as the people that concepted the whole system itself, right? The only way out is to just literally Atlas shrug that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just get the fuck out of it. Just off you go. Into the woods. And learn and be one with nature and develop those resources and tools and stuff. But I don't think my journey's done in Babylon. I never started my journey in Babylon. Really. I've been a Babylonian, but I ain't never accomplished shit. I ain't never fucking accumulated nothing. I've succeeded in no way. Everything I did have is gone. You know, I left that to come over here. I didn't really have a lot then. I had a nice car, really fucking nice car. But I mean, what the fuck is that? It's just a material object. And I think that's a human condition that holds us back in a huge way. We're addicted to matter, material shits. And that allows corporate control. It allows slavery. It allows mind control. It controls emotions. It controls everything. It controls love. You know, how many beautiful women that should be procreating with alpha males to better mankind in general, or with the sleaziest fucking low-life grease balls because they own a fucking something, you know, or they got money and they spoil them. And it's got nothing to do with the betterment of mankind. It's got to do with personal gratitude and greed and ego. And people, they buy into it. People buy into it. So it's a weak-minded person to buy into it and an egotistic person to buy into it for the big ring and the trips and the boat and, you know, the nice SUV and the fucking 3-story house and the goddamn gated community. And it's also the greed and the ego of the person with the inferior genetics. You know, the fucking, instead of learning guitar and shit, he put his mind to fucking business and, you know, fucks people over and is a slumlord or whatever, man. It's just a fucked up world, man. Everything's ass backwards. Everything's corrupt. Everything's wrong. And I guess my heart's a little heavy contemplating my role in all of that. Because I feel lazy. I feel like maybe I should have fucking done something like that. Maybe I should have fucking paid attention and not lived my life and not enjoyed myself. Because being lonely, not having a soulmate, not having love, well, love, you know, like the intimate love, it's a pretty big void. It's a pretty big void in one's life. And it seems like the people that I connect, I'm so authentic with myself. I don't pull NLP. I don't lie. I don't hold back. I'm just super authentic. And that's, in this day with the way the society is, that's like a knock. That's a negative. You know what I mean? To be my friend or to enjoy my company, that's one thing. But to be intimate or find, like, you know, companionship or have that trust in me, it's such a huge knock, and it's such a turnoff, I guess is the word. Such a turnoff, it feels. And yeah, is this what being an incel feels like? Involuntary celibate? Uh-oh, I gotta feed my mom, y'all. My mom's needing her food. Yes, ma'am. You want to bring your stuff in, and I'll go ahead and crush your Advil up. And... Oh, you wanna do your shot? Okay. We'll give her a cancer shot first. She has ice up. I gotta go put that in her, so that'll be a couple minutes. And then we'll have to feed her. She can eat in here, so I'll keep everything running. Here you go, Mom. Just give me a hoy when you're ready, and I'll get your medication. Okay, 10 minutes. 58:49, so 1 hour and 8. We'll go do that. We'll go get that did. I'm gonna smoke some resin. Literally just scraped my last resin bowl. My very last resin bowl. So we're gonna have to make this buzz count. This buzz gonna have to count, son. Okay, I gotta get a screen. This is so fucking funny. I had a bunch of little glass screens for my glass bowls in Australia, right? I ordered them up from China. And you get like a little thing of them in a vial. And you get 50. And, you know, you get them for like $2. And you just get a ton of these little things, right? The little glass screens. Well, I went to the smoke shop here after buying a glass bowl. Ages and ages ago, after I got a shipment from Melanie. She had sent me some gear. And I went and these were 2 for 49 cents. Not 49 cents, 2 for 50 cents, right? So a quarter will buy you one of these. 25 cents will buy you one little glass screen. Well, I got 2. And when I got home, It's so fucking absurd to even sell them for that, right? And when I got home, I opened my little smoke bag. I bought the glass bowl then, actually. That's when I bought the glass bowl. I opened my little smoke bag. And she put the whole fucking thing of them in there. So I paid $1. And she gave me, I counted them, and it was like over 200 in here. Had like $60 worth of fucking screens based on what they were charging for them. That's crazy. You paid $1. Oh, wow. Brother, that'd be fucking amazing, Matthias. I'm good for it, man. Like, I'll fucking PayPal the cash. It'd be from my mom. My mom will be paying for it. She's in dire straits for it, but she won't smoke resin. She don't fuck with resin or anything. And I'll take a little bit, put it in her soup when I grind the soup up. I was doing that for a little bit. And Nicholas sent me out like the best fucking bud I've had since I come back to America. Probably the best bud I've had since I left America the first time. Because in Australia, it's all the same. They don't have like different types. It's just whatever's going around that the fucking Chinese mafia brings in, the cartels bring in. Not many people people grow, but I didn't know any like growers that grew shit like Jack Harrow and shit like that. That's awesome, man. Thank you, Matthias. Thank you. Fucking beautiful, brother. Beautiful. Yeah, oh, it's no problem. Stray's just looking out. You didn't do nothing wrong. She's just looking out. She's just, so it's not there like permanent or anything. Like, that was fine to say. Just Stray's gonna just take it off the permanent registry. That's all. They didn't do nothing wrong. Stray's just looking out. She's the best mod in the game. We got the best 3 mods in the biz, I'm telling you. That's 6, but that's how good they are. They're like 6 mods in the 3 of them. Wow, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sounds like a popular joint, man. I wish they would legalize it here. They got CBD, but my mom doesn't like that. She don't like it at all. It makes her feel funny. Makes her feel funny in the head. It reacts to her weird or something. And I don't know much about that. I don't think that gets you high. I think it's just like the medicinal aspect of it. But tastes like, what I reckon it tastes like. Cause my buddy smokes a CBD pipe on the beach and let me hit it one time, and it tasted like a medicine. It did. What the fuck medicine did it taste like? Tasted like, it's familiar. I could peg it. I can't think of it though. I can't fucking think of what it tasted like for me. I really can't think of what it tasted like for me. I got you. Well, mom had some hydrocodone, but it hit her so hard, she went back to the Advil. Nobody's gonna shame you for shit, bro. Yeah. Well, they shouldn't. People need to not judge. You know what I'm saying? That's the fucking problem. If that helps you, who's the fucking judge? Shit. You know what I mean? Good on you. Good on you for finding something that works. And good on you for, being ballsy enough to fucking not give a fuck too. Because that's awesome. That's awesome. I had OxyContin when I hurt my back in Australia. I did go to the doctor and tell him they were too strong. But then he put me on this shit called Neurontin. And it was fucking, it gave me like dementia or something when I was taking it. It was crazy. That shit made me lose my memory. It was fucking weird. I had to quit taking that too. Oh, okay. See, that makes more sense, Nicholas. That makes more sense. Kind of like a combination of the two. That makes a ton of sense. When we score again, might try that. I might go get some CBD and just see how she goes with it. Bring that up with her. You'd know, Nicholas. You'd absolutely know. Yeah, gabapentin. They gave me both. But one was like the generic brand of the other one. I can't remember which one was which. But yeah, Neurontin, gabapentin, the same thing. I was on that for a couple years. I didn't take it for a couple years, but they had me prescribed on it for a couple years. I took it for about a month or 2, and that shit, it started fucking with me. And I didn't really need it as much as like how strong it was, so I kind of. I got no qualms with pharmaceuticals whatsoever. Just on a personal level, I'm not a big pharmaceutical guy. That's all. Just I don't have any problems otherwise, like with other people's choices of what to do or anything. So I ain't a judge. I don't got a judgmental bone in my body. Unless somebody's over here like stealing my fucking lawnmower to get pills or something, then I got it. That's for anything. You motherfuckers steal lawnmower for a bag of weed. Right. Yeah, and it's the nausea. She just don't have the energy to deal with the nausea. She hadn't had no sleep, no nutrition. The pain itself, like her tongue's half gone or more gone. She's lost 3 teeth in the past week, a little over a week. It just came out, no blood or nothing. She's got bone exposed. It's eroded down so far. She's got like a strip of bone, jawbone exposed on the inside of her mouth. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's really heartbreaking. I got 3 minutes. I got to go feed her. Give her cancer medication, then she'll be in here after that. That'll take me like 3 or 4 minutes to go do though. But damn, man, just the shit she's gone through. Yeah, it just don't seem fair, but. Can't believe how much strength I'm gaining from it. Really can't imagine how much strength on a personal level watching my mom go through that. Just the shit that's gonna come up in my life that I'm gonna be faced with, and the strength that I'm gonna have to deal with it. Just understanding, like, man, I saw somebody go through a million times worse. I could lose my fucking arm and probably think about this situation and just be like, damn, man. Fucking stitch that shit up in a couple months. That shit'll be, I'll be learning to do shit with my other arm and whatever. It would suck, but it's just crazy. Thank you, Stray. Right. I appreciate you, Stray. But in a big way, if it's a hero's journey, this would be a big part of it. This whole triple crossroad thing that I did with Amy, leaving Australia and my entire family and everybody and everything and my entire life, my entire adult life, and then mom and grandma. So we got like this trident. Not a trident's like a dad, isn't it? No. We got like this Mercedes sign, peace sign. We got this peace sign of fucking turmoil. It's stressful, man. I ain't even really over the Amy thing. Not like I thought it was. I thought I'd be getting over it gradually, but God, shit just hits me sometimes. Cry about that stuff. Just cry about her. It sucks. There ain't no going back. She can't ever. It wouldn't even matter. Like she wouldn't. She fucking up. Got her own shit she cares about, or she wouldn't have did what she did. And that's what I got to learn to deal with. That's what I got to learn to know. There ain't no ever going back. She really didn't care. She really didn't care. Far beyond not caring. She went goddamn so far over the fucking cliff of not caring to prove that like she resented me and hated me. It's just a tough thing to get over when you invest so much. Allow yourself to go there. Open your heart. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. You think like if somebody fucks you over, it's just like, well, fuck you, take your shit and get out. Fucking destroyed me. That ain't the type of person I am, man. All that vitriol and anger and shit that I had, that wasn't me. Cussing somebody and scathing them, that wasn't me. It's just that fucking hurt, man. Yeah, I had a meltdown on here for about months, forever, right before I met you, Matthias. It was awful. I used to have to get blackout drunk on stream and just fucking scathe her and just come across as if I hated her when I did nothing but the opposite. I hated the way she didn't love me, because she didn't like me. She didn't love me, and that's what I hated. And it hurt. Fucking hurt. That's what I initially I was sacrificing everything to come for. And then mom got diagnosed. And I was going to Kershaw, to Homestead, and start a life. And this person just turned out to be a just narcissist. This is the literal definition of a narcissist, and it was so hurtful. Oh, far out. Really? Hell yeah, it's worth it. God damn. That's like saying, might be worth it for a license to kill. Fuck yeah, like what? It was like $500 and goddamn another fucking $500 for $500 for an appointment and $600 for a fucking permit. Like, that'd be worth it. I'm pretty sure fucking $200 for an appointment and $100 for the license. Goddamn right, that'd be worth it. No, that's awesome, man. That is fucking badass. That is badass as fuck. I wonder if I can get one from out of state. Like, I wonder if, goddamn, because I'm right here at North and South Carolina on the coast, so I'd have an entire state to go north or south. I don't know if Georgia or Virginia sell it, or even Tennessee or shit. I'd have to drive across the fucking state, which would be even longer. God almighty. What? Bro, are you for real? I wonder, so if I get an appointment over the phone and I got a shipping address, I might could order and get it shipped to somebody that could reship it to me, but I'd have to get it shipped in state. What? They told us that they weren't. I specifically asked the doctor when we were looking for pain shit. Say, that's fucking crazy. What? So you can order it? Oh my God, Stray, I just seen your comment. I just only seen that. I'm sorry I missed that. But God damn. Sorry, I got caught on the Amy comment. I apologize. And I don't hate Amy. I got compassion for her, for the record. I don't resent her. I'm just hurt by that. And I realize that, like, you know, she can never do anything to make amends for what she did to me. And she'll never, ever realize how bad she hurt me to this day. She'll never get it. And I get it. But anyway, that's what I'm caught up on with that as far as it goes. I don't hate her by any stretch. I love her a lot. Just, facts are facts, man. And that's a dead horse now. I gotta go give my mom her injection. I'll be back probably 2 minutes. Be like 2 minutes because we gotta go slow. That's crazy, man. I'm gonna talk to her about this real quick. I'm gonna have her look that up. If anybody's here when I come back, I'll be right back. But if everybody's gotta go, completely understood. Thank y'all for hanging out with me, man. I'll be back. Come and Shay.
This is how we feed Mom. Oh no, that's her cancer shot. That's her cancer shot. That's her Advil in a little cup. And take this little bastard and squash it up into fine powder, like a Gargamel was gonna do to Smurfs before he put them in the potions. Oh, far out. Oh, okay. Yeah, no shit, man. Fucking decriminalized for half an ounce. That's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I got arrested, I think 4 or 5 times for simple possession when I was a kid. I think I would have learned my lesson. No, man, I was just hanging out with my fucking friends. I get pulled over, somebody have a joint or something. We go to fucking jail. Just a scam, man. Fucking legalize it already, like you said. That's crazy. Absolute bullshit. So decriminalize means you just get like a ticket for it, right? You don't go to jail, but they still charge you a fine, and you know you got to go to court and shit like that. Yeah, I feel that, Nicholas. Colorado's got the bomb rules though, don't they? What about New Mexico? Does New Mexico pretty much the same as Colorado on that? What? You're shitting about Virginia. That's great news, man. I'll bet though, it'd be my fucking luck to go up there and they'd have some fucking state trooper or something as soon as I cross the goddamn border back in, have me pegged. Fucking hippie looking ass. I know why he's here. Maybe not, but that's still fucking good. Maybe I can find somebody in Virginia. Fuck, I don't think I know anybody in Virginia, but Virginia's so fucking close, man. Melanie had me for a long time though, bless her heart. Like she really did. She was sending me medicinal stuff for a good minute. She was FedExing it. And I think FedEx, UPS, I think it's all the same. They don't check that shit, I don't think, man. Not now. Not with the way this fucking state of the economy is. They ain't got time to. They're so backed up on mail, they're just putting it through no matter what's in it. Damn, New Mexico's legal too. That's right, you're from New Mexico as well, Stray. You're not from, but live there. You're from the Show Me State. Man, I had to get one of these suits from the fucking thrift store. And because I'm so fucking tall, that motherfucker would be like real short. I'd get out. Good day, sir. I'm just here on business. These are my documents. I can play that shit off, man. I don't choke in moments like that. I never let them see me sweat. I ain't sweating until the motherfucking dogs they're barking. It's sitting down because they see something. Then I start sweating. I'm just like, all right, what am I gonna say now? Oh shit, I didn't know that, Stray. I didn't know that. No, Nicholas, don't worry about it, man. Cause brother. It's your turn. It's your turn. I got to get you supplies and stuff, and love, and resonance. You know what I'm saying? Yours lasted a damn long. At least the tote did. But I mean, your love and resonance, brother. My card, my piece of art, right? It's a feature here, cause I love it, right? I see it over by the light switch. And then my piece of wood. Y'all just don't know, this is a piece of petrified wood. I've shown it like 10 times. That's a piece of petrified wood. I'm not gonna bang it hard. I fucking cherish this. Y'all have no idea the resonance I feel off of this. It's almost like it radiates love and like respect. It does. It's powerful. It's fucking powerful. It's powerful. And it keeps this whole room, along with my other treasures. This is my treasure room. These are my treasures. These are things that are more valuable to me than any material shits that I bought, period. My phone, whatever. My guitar. I love my guitar, don't get me wrong, but like my guitar burnt in the fire, I'd just be like, I'll go get a new guitar. It ain't that big a deal. My treasures, they're one of a kind. They're pieces of art. They're love. They're profound to me. And it's not because of material things and if something did happen, of course I get over stuff. But I mean, they're going to be my treasures and my most treasured possessions. It reminds me of that Danny DeVito movie, Throw Mama from the Train, when he was showing that Jewy guy, what's his name? Billy Crystals. He was showing Billy Crystals his coin collection. And there was just a bunch of quarters and dimes and nickels and stuff, but they were the most valuable things in the world to him. And every single one of them had a story about how he was with his dad. And they went to see this movie that he remembered. And he was like, and this was the change. And he had, and then he was just like, and then one time me and my dad went so-and-so, and we went to the ball game. And we saw, we got to see Mickey Mantle. And it was just like, and he bought me a hot dog. And this was the change that we got from the hot dog. And those are just things from him that just, those are his treasures, man. Those are physical, tangible representations of his most beautiful memories and things that are the most important to him in life, which were moments with his dad. So memories of his dad. And I've got memories and resonance and love from my brothers and sisters here in my little treasure room, my treasure wall. And it just means so much to me. My pictures that I got from Amanda, my awesome, beautiful pictures that I mentioned, the ones that I liked specifically months ahead. And then all of a sudden I got a care package and it was the pictures that I loved. And it just meant so much to me. It absolutely means so much to me. Those are physical representations of that love, of somebody being so thoughtful. It's just like saying, it's not the gift that matters, but the thought that counts. But what if the gift is just as amazing as the thought, because it's a physical like representation of the thought? That's even better. Like socks aren't. I thought about you, so I got some socks. No, you didn't put no thought into those socks. You didn't have no heart into those socks. You didn't think I'd resonate with these socks. You just thought, hey, you need some socks. Get you some socks. That's a nice gift, and it is thoughtful, but it's so much less profound than something interesting or artistic or unique or just, out of love, man. Just out of love. I feel the love there. My paint's straight. That's why I don't want to waste my paints. I really don't want to waste them, because when I use them, I want that love that I feel when I hold them and receiving those. I want it to be physically represented on something. I want to do it justice, and they mean so much more to me because they were gifted, and I cherish them. And I want to treat them as such. I want to respect them as such, and I will. I absolutely will. I got my sage dish. Janie picked up my sage dish. I saw her walking with my sage dish. Yeah, I think I put it back in my box. But I got my sage dish. As soon as we get our new studio setup going on, we still got sage. I got to go do the shed where I'm going to try to put my new studio. I got to go sage that out and say my prayer. Just so beautiful to me, man. So beautiful. Those are the things in my life that mean something to me. And the way I perceive Babylon, there really ain't much shit in this world that I see value in or give a fuck about. And I've stated this to everybody, at least I think I have, that I don't give a fuck what anybody outside of people that I don't know. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I don't care what's happening in Afghanistan. I ain't gonna get the right story anyway. Well, that's not my concern. I don't care what's happening in China. I just don't care. I mean, it's not that I don't care about those people because they're bad people or I'm an evil person. It's just that I ain't got the calories or the electricity to spend on that. Because that means these things would mean less to me, because I'd be spending the electricity, what things that are truly dear to me, on less dear things, on more frivolous things, or things that are out of my control. So things directly in my life, I try to invest all of my electricity in, all of it, all my focus, all my worship, all my attention. And all the rest of it I don't care about. You know, that's why I don't know shit about politics. You know, I had to fucking learn the goddamn president's name. Because I ain't give a fuck. Because that's not important. You know what I'm saying? It's just not important to me. I don't give a fuck who the president is. I don't like the president. I don't give a fuck who. I don't like the government. Fuck the government. Who's the president? Well, I don't like him. I don't care what his name is. I don't like this motherfucker. He's an overlord telling me how to run my life. Won't give me a bill for what my taxes paid for. That's crazy. You want me to put in 30% of my annual income or whatever the fuck taxes is. You won't even tell me personally exactly where my money went. No, there ain't no accountability in that. Fuck the government. Fuck them all. No kidding. No kidding, Stray. Holy shit. Yeah, there's some fucking irony. There's some synchronicities right there. Good Lord. That's synchronicity to shit. That's super synced. Wow. Wow. That'd be cool. Because then they'd sell shit like Rick Simpson oil in state. Mama, I'd just put that straight into a feeding tube. I wouldn't even have to put it in soup, grind it in soup. And that'd be good for me too, don't get me wrong. Shit keeps me on the level. I'll tell you what's fucked up. I did see some shit that I read about with Australia and what they're going through with the lockdowns. And I got family over there that I've talked to and friends. Lots of friends. I got more friends in Australia and family in Australia than I do here in America. Some dear ones, but mostly, I mean, they're just friends like you have in life. People that you know and, you know, play sport with and go to work with and go to school with and things like that. So I got to know a lot of people over there. And where it's not really hitting them hard, there's not that much thought into it. They're just kind of going along their daily lives, wearing the mask when they need to, and just, you know, not really putting that much thought into it. But where they are cracking down on it, that shit is full-blown fucking martial law. I saw them pepper spraying 12-year-olds for not wearing a mask yesterday in West Sydney, where I'm from. So much of this fucking draconian shit's happening right where I'm fucking from, the suburbs that I spent 12 years in, my entire adult life for the most part, from 23, 24, all the way up to my late 30s. And then we moved to South Australia and I spent 6 years there. But the prime of my life, I put it that way, like the physical prime of my life in those developmental years were all spent there. And that's what I consider my home. Like, it's just like I've lived there longer than anywhere else. I lived there longer than anywhere else I've ever lived in my life, consistently. And easily, by years. And I consider that home in a big way. And to see that happening to those people. And when I hear the videos and stuff that I'm watching on like VidMax and things like that, it's just like I hear my neighbors. And it's fucking hard. It's a really hard pill to swallow because, you know, just like any area, you can pick up that distinction. You kind of know your home if you hear something and you see something in the surroundings. And that's a tough one, man. That's a fucking tough one because I feel like, I'm here in America and I'm perceived as an American and, it should be American focused and that's kind of a thing of the past, but it's not. I ain't even been here a year. And I had to go back to Sydney to get here. And see my friends in Sydney itself and like I feel bad for him, man. In the same way, I feel like I kind of narrowly escaped that shit. You know what I'm saying? I Indiana Jones'd it right when the fucking door was coming down. I left my hat. I ain't even reach under to get my hat. I left everything. I didn't get my hat. And I didn't get that fucking crystal skull or whatever the fuck he was stealing either. I didn't get none of that shit. I only got me. I only got out of there alive. That'd be crazy. Imagine that. being in tribes, still in Australia, talking about how I'm having to deal with these draconian measures and fucking authoritarianism and fucking tyranny and refusing to wear a mask and take a vaccine. Imagine the goddamn shit I'd be going through with as much vitriol as I have towards it and as staunch as I am. I mean, there's other people that are, sure, but that's who I feel bad. That's who I feel the worst for. The ones that really see what the fucking goal is, the control thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the yeah, I'm looking at this. Just looked up as I'm talking. Talk about sinks. Well, there's my name. And that was my address in Australia, Sydney, Australia, in Austral. That was for my grandma, so my grandma had my address, but then she forgot who it was. That's crazy. When is that? Tomorrow, you say? Stray, if you're still there. They're having a debate about it tomorrow? And if they have it, when's it enacted? It'd still be months before. Yeah, these things got to go through processes, don't they? And those motherfuckers ready to open up shop, just waiting on the okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, tonight at midnight, the law goes into effect by 12:01. We in business, son. Come get it while it's hot. You have people lined up every fucking where. That'd be pretty fucking awesome. Oh, it was today. Is there any report on how it went? Is there any take on how it went? That's crazy. Damn, talk about irony. Wesley's nosy motherfucking ass. Probably called a law on me. Smoking in my own house. Punk. God, it was so fucking funny, man. I ain't even gonna get into it. It was so fucking funny. Before I was fucking told him I was gonna murder him and his family, I saw him a few weeks before that coming down my road, and he had his shirt off. He got the bird chest out, and he's doing this. He's literally walking like this. It was so fucking funny. He's just walking up the road like this, arms out, like he's Mr. Muscles or something. He's just a fucking raggy little 7-year-old fucking nobody. Knows, he's too nosy. Won't listen to nobody talk, interrupts everybody when they talk because he thinks he's got the most important shit to say. He got one-track mind. He's just a fucking moron. He got one-track mind, all right. I wish this motherfucker was watching my stream and taking notes. Journal that shit. Give it to your grandkids. Give them to somebody to try to get retribution on. When I'm an old man, I'll take all them motherfuckers out. I'll wipe out his whole bloodline. Is that evil? That's evil to say shit like that, isn't it? It don't matter even if I don't like the dude. That's some evil shit to say, isn't it? I shouldn't. I'm not gonna say I shouldn't say it. If I want to say it, I'll say it. I ain't manifesting nothing. But maybe I should put more thought into stuff like that. Because I ain't an evil person. I ain't a bad dude. I ain't gonna kill nobody for being nosy. But I'll make him shit his fucking pants. I don't know. I guess you nosy about the wrong fucking shit, you might die, right? That's why he ain't nosy. Like this dude walking up the sidewalk. And there's this fence, and he hears a bunch of people on the other side of the fence, and they're all screaming 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, and they're just chanting it together, 13, 13, 13, 13, and he's walking down this fence. He's like, what the fuck are they chanting 13? What the fuck is going on? And he sees this little hole in the fence, down a ways, right? So he walks up to the hole in the fence and he's hearing all the motherfuckers. So he peeks down with his eyeball, you know, right in that fucking hole to see what the hell's going on. He gets a stick right in the fucking eye. And everybody starts chanting 14, 14, 14, 14. Oh, I doubt her to do that. I doubt her to do that. It'll pass through with Senate shits. I'm pretty sure the big government don't want that stuff. That's just an assumption. You know, I won't hold my breath, but that's good that it passed through the damn judiciary panel. That's just like, that's the courts. I mean, the local courts and shit right now. It's got to go to like the federal court, which would be the Senate. I don't know. I do know political structure. I used to keep up with politics when I was young, not younger, but like years ago, right before Trump got elected. I used to keep up with politics. So if I hear whoever's what, I might recognize them. I know who they were, but like I don't keep up with who they are and where they're at now though. I just don't know. I know who the president is though. I know who the vice president is now too, but I don't remember her name. It's some cackly bitch. And I know who Nancy Pelosi is. I didn't know what role she was. She's probably in the same role she's always been. But I know she's still around too. 'Cause I see memes. That's the hardest part then. Well, hell. I guess that's like fucking... go ahead and harvesting the crops and then bringing it to the farmer. Like, hey, man, can we sell this? Do you want to sell this stuff? And it's his decision. Like, you know. I don't know. Maybe that's a terrible analogy, but there ain't no crops involved. This is it was just a metaphor. No, what the metaphor is an analogy. It's a metaphor. Is a metaphor an analogy? Fuck, man. I think I'm high. That's trippy. I gotta feed mom. Let me see if mom's ready for food. I'll be right back. Mom, you just want some water with your Advil or probably some drink? What do you want? No problem. Yeah, I think it's warm. It's warmer than what that other water would be, definitely. But that's good though, man. That's the hard part. Fuck. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, the button gummy bears. What are they called? Gummies? I don't know. It's pretty awesome. What's South Carolina's rules like? Because I'm going to have to get my driver's license in South Carolina. My North Carolina license is banned from when I was 19. Some crazy shits. Stupid shits, man. They want to charge me $60 and have me take alcohol reassessment classes for when I had 3 beers and 2.5 hours later got pulled over and blew, I think .08 was the legal limit. Does that sound right? And I blew like a .05. So I blew like 0.03 under the legal limit, but I was under 21 with alcohol in my system. Is what they got me on. I should have said, no, I've been drinking Sudafed, motherfucker. I've been drinking, I didn't know any cough medicines. I should have said I drank fucking mouthwash. No, man, I had a date. Girl stood me up at Walmart. I was drinking mouthwash every few minutes because I got a bad tooth. By the time I realized she wasn't coming and this old motherfucker had me drive his fucking SUV, I done put down like 2 bottles of fucking mouthwash. I don't know. Fuck, that's science. Oh, okay. A metaphor is just comparing one thing to something in general. I got you, but a analogy is comparing like a situation to another completely different situation, but in the same vein. Or using a metaphor to compare it to another metaphor. There you go. A metaphor is comparing it to something in general, whereas an analogy is comparing a metaphor with another metaphor. I got it though. There you go. Thank you for the education. Shit. Those are two things that you kind of want to know the difference of, and I think I do. I definitely know the analogy because I used to be really good at analogies in school, like the tests and things. They'd ask you like what you asked. It'd be like clouds are the marshmallows, what trees are the hands, the crocodiles, the broccoli, and the fish or whatever. It'd just be like three obvious things that wouldn't be right. But got you, man. Or one man. I'm sorry. Got you, sis. Got you, sis. Gotta get my spoon. Got you, spoon. Man, you think being from Australia, I'd always have me a spoon on me. What, been playing knifey spoony for the past 20 years. You Yanks don't know nothing about knifey spoony. Yeah, I got analogies, and I'm pretty sure I might have understood metaphors, but I got a fucking buzz off that resin, and I couldn't put two and two together. Right on. Man, I know you got big balls. I know between me, you, and Jay, you got the biggest balls of a lot of us. There ain't no doubt about that. But I don't want to take it too far now. And plus, I don't want to offend Jay either. Like, quit manning my woman. Okay, I just got to run feed mom. I got all my mixing done. This is the long part, so I just got to go put it in her feeding tube. That'll take just a minute. I gotta take all this stuff back. Oh, I'll need to come back and wash this out. Okay, I'll be right back again. Yeah, I needed that refresher, Nicholas, for sure. Because that's something very... I mean, we use analogies and metaphors all the fucking time. And it's something that if anybody ever brings up, we kind of should know, right? We kind of should know. Like right offhand without having to think too hard. We should be able to be like, oh, well, analogies like, moon's like a block of or piece of cheese. Whereas like a metaphor is that the moon's like a piece of cheese the way that... ocean's like a piece of glass or something like that. All right, I'll be right back. almost done. Maybe that's one. Alright, mom's fed. Oh no, low battery. I'm gonna plug this shit up. I think we might die. Oh, is that a simile? See, I don't know a simile now. I don't know a simile. I thought that said smiley to start with. I was like, you had to check a smiley. Shit, I'm gonna have to post this and post it. I guess I'm posting it, huh? Posting this motherfucker up like a basketball move. Oh, I'll just bring this closer. Damn, stupid. So simile. So be like, hey, your eyeballs are shiny as a fat guy's hairless belly. That's a terrible simile. God damn. All right, I need some more practice with similes. So metaphor would be like moon's like a block of cheese, the ocean, or eyeball would be like a shooter marble or something. Or a grape. If we're talking food. Those are easy. Simile. Crazy like a fox. But a fox is crazy though, man. There's like a Tasmanian devil. They're crazier than a fox. Or a fucking caged cat. It's so funny. I looked at this video site yesterday. This cat, they let it out the box and it popped the box open and then it ran. It was just hanging off the like side of the wall. Then it jumped across and it's like on top of the cabinets and it flipped all this shit back on the people trying to get it. It was every fucking where, man. That was a crazy fucking cat. That cat was crazy like a fox. We need a simile room in our fucking studio or these nuts. We need a simile room. Cause that's got potential. I remember one of the John Boy and Billy characters they portrayed. This dude with Mad Max, he'd call in and he'd be pissed off. And he'd go through like a shit ton of similes. Like, I'm as mad as snot on a doorknob. No, that's how slick I am. I'm as mad, and he'd say something else. And then he'd be like, no, that's how hungry I am. And it just had all these like similes, right? But he was playing them off being mad. And then at the end, he's just like, I guess I ain't that mad. But he just kept out saying all these similes and like what he was, whatever he was comparing them to was really funny. So that's got potential. That could be its own fucking stand-up act. That could be a 2-minute fucking jibber jabber in front of people. Condense it down. Maybe. Oh, I saw a license plate and I was thinking at the beach and it said maybe two. That's what the plate was called. What was written on the plate, maybe two, MAYBA. Or maybe it had an I. And I was just thinking, that's a pretty fucking cool name, maybe, but like MAY or MA. I don't know how you'd spell it to be cool though, because you wouldn't want an MAYBE. Right. Uses similarity to make a point. Gotcha. See, that's very, what's the word? Eloquent, precise, concise way of describing metaphor. As I just said it all clunky, like I did before, and then probably throw a metaphor in there to make an example of. So I had them wrong. I'm using metaphors when I should be using analogies. A metaphor would be like The stars are bright as. Oh God, I want to think of a good one though. That one sucks. My hair is as gray as a cloudy day. Right. Well, it's been a long since we reviewed this stuff. It's there, so it shouldn't take but a brush up. But a metaphor is when you compare something. Like this floor is as slick as glass. No. A metaphor would be that'd be a simile. A metaphor would be this both. Isn't that both? Wouldn't that be a simile and a metaphor? No, because it's not comparing it to anything. It's just saying, yeah, it is. It's comparing it to glass, to how slippery glass is. Is that a thing? You can have both a metaphor and a simile, right? But an analogy would be using a simile or a metaphor in comparison with another simile or metaphor. Like, we're getting into the minutia of this shit, man. We are fucking educating now. We are still learning more in this very moment than you're going to learn in fucking the curriculum that they're going to teach pretty much as soon as this kids can get back in school. Damn. Oh, poor girl. But yeah, I get it. That's cool. Metaphor. Yeah. So simile, tears were flowing, or were river flowing down her cheeks. And the simile would be her tears were like a river flowing down her cheeks. No. Her tears were like a river flowing down her cheeks. No, it'd be that. That's exactly what that is. I'm so fucking confused. Gotcha. So it's the one's literal and the other's more overly anxiously like descriptive. Gotcha. Well, so that would be a simile then. Flowing like a river down her cheeks. Right? That's a simile. That'd be like kind of brave as a lion. Tears are like a river. You got tears like a river, girl, flowing down your cheeks. You just similed me. I just got similed. You've been similed by the best, my friend. That's what I would say if I threw that out there. And if I was incorrect grammatically, I'd be like, well, so I'm not as smart as I thought I was. Right? I'd throw that out there for a simile. Tears are like a river. Tears are pouring like a river. I'm as brave as a lion. I'm crazy like a fox. I almost said I'm as queer as a peacock. Because I was thinking peacock. I was like, what's a peacock? I was like, peacock's kind of faggy. But they're not faggy because they trying to get laid. They ain't faggy. I'll take that back. Well, I don't know. Preening like a peacock. There you go. Actually, that's what they do, though. I guess if you're comparing that to yourself, I'm crazy like a fox. He's as brave as a lion. I'm preening like a peacock. Yep, that's a simile. Now we're on the right vibe. We're on the right track now. That's what a simile is. But that pan, it's as round as a hubcap. That's a metaphor. And a pan that's round as a hubcap is that of a box that's a square. Oh, fuck. I just use literally box and square. There ain't nothing else in that shape. That pan is round like a hubcap the same way this drink is red like hummingbird feeding water. What the fuck? I'm terrible at this. I think I'm high. Metaphor is a type of analogy, but where analogy is identifying two things as similar, a metaphor claims a comparison where there may not be one. Okay, like the moon looks like cheese. Okay. But so is a simile though. So if you put simile, a simile is a type of analogy, but where analogy is identifying two things as similar, a simile claims a comparison where there may not be one. Like he's as brave as a lion. No. Oh, that's like, you're like, okay. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm gonna take my hair down. I just don't know. It is then up to the listener to create meaning out of this comparison. Right. So it's not even so much that the metaphor teller is good as much as it is that the metaphor listener gets what the fuck they're listening to, right? Or some shit. So it's up to the listener. So the listener's got to be clued in to some extent. You can't just be like, you know, the moon looks like a big block of cheese. You think you're stupid. It don't look like cheese to me. Like a rock. Like the moon. So it's up to them to decipher the comparison. I got it. I absolutely got it. Okay. We're on it. We're on it. Shit. I was in the ocean today. My hair's all fucked up. It's all greasy. We got that fucking oil spill water, right? You get all greasy headed. And it washed the fucking hair tie. I had it all tied up, 3 doubled up, so it would be nice and tight and it wouldn't fucking go anywhere on me. And it fucking hit me so hard. I was having to dive through the waves. They were fucking 6 foot or more coming up and just about to crash on me and wipe me out. And the only way to get through them was to dive through these motherfuckers, right? And I'm diving through these waves, some of them as they start to topple, and they just kind of just taking me with it as I'm like fishing through. And man, it was fucking heavy today. It was rough. I don't think that's the roughest day we've had, but it was probably the highest waves that I've jumped up. Like, you know, they pick me up and I'm trying to ride to the top. I'm like 6 foot off the ground, the seafloor. But it washed the fucking tie right out of my head on like the 3rd or 4th wave. I spent the whole time out there with no fucking tie in, my hair everywhere. It is very confusing, Nicholas. It's very confusing. It's very confusing, the simile and the metaphor. The analogy is the easy one. The analogy is the easy one. The metaphor is easy. In general, metaphor is easy. But the comparison between like metaphor and simile, it's like I'd be confused. Did I just make a metaphor or a simile? I'd be pretty sure if I made a metaphor, but that simile seems that it could creep up in there and kind of throw me for, throw my fucking, one of my cylinders out and have me not thinking on all of them. Shit. Boom. Damn, Stray. There we go. That is confusing for sure. You ain't fucking kidding. Oh my God. Explanatory point. All similes are metaphors, but not all metaphors are similes. That makes sense. That makes sense. So all similes are metaphors. So when you're like, he's brave as a lion, that's a metaphor and the simile. So you've got a meta simile. Metaphor dash hyphen whatever, not hyphen, dash simile. That's fucking awesome though. But now we're in the clear though. We're in the clear. Not all similes are metaphors. No, not all metaphors are similes. I'm sorry, not all metaphors are similes, but all similes are metaphors. All similes are metaphors. So crazy like a fox. Brother, did you just simile me? Well, yeah. And on top of that, you got metaphored. You've been metaphored by the best. Says Google. And Stray. Copying Google. Hooking us up with some inside knowledge of language. If we're going to use it, we need to know what we're fucking dealing with, right? We got to know the fucking instructions and of the tools in which we're fucking working with. Who knows, man? That might get me out of jail. Talking to a cop. He say something like a metaphor and be like, nah, man, that's a simile. Is that a metaphor? Or if he said, if I hear somebody, you never know when you're in a situation, somebody be like, no. And you ask him, be like, you mean that? Be like, no, it's a metaphor. Be like, no, that ain't a metaphor. That's a simile. If you can prove this motherfucker wrong, he might let you go. Shit, he might give you a bag of gold like a leprechaun. I got nothing. Holy shit. Oh shit, it's true though. That would be awesome though. When's the last time somebody outwitted a cop? I bet that happens. I bet they got like a bag of gold in their car. If they don't like what you say, if you fail the test, they plant crack on you. but if you can outwit these motherfuckers, like in the Princess Bride, like the little poison test, little fucking guy, he was fucking with the main guy, and they had a little poison test of wits. If you could outwit a cop, imagine that. You could give you his gun, let you drive the cruiser around and arrest somebody. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, that was a bit unreal. Leper cops. I got a little resin. I got me a little drop. A dab will do. Especially with the way I feel. I feel good. I'm buzzed, y'all. I'm so grateful for the company. Nicholas and Stray. Nicholas, if you're still there, I'm so grateful for your company, man. For the witness. I was having a rough one. I was going to jump on, sing Janie some songs. She walks up to me with my guitar while my computer's doing all that shit to start. It took me an hour to start my fucking computer. It had to do updates and none of the pages would load. It had to catch up after it cut on like 15 minutes to catch up. So whenever you click a page, it actually loads or something. And she had walked up to me before all that and said, play this with my guitar. And then I made her some popcorn and I said, have a seat with me and when we'll get the computer going, but I need to focus on this. I got to try to get this going. And I was fucking with it. And by the time it started, she walked by and she said, you gonna play this? Or she said, will you play this or something like that? And just kind of said it soft. And I said, yeah, I'll play it. And I could tell she was like, I said, I'll play it for you right now. You want me to play it? And she's like, you can play it later. She wanted to go lay down. She done had her a bowl of popcorn. She's gonna go in there and like ferret it down, raccoon it down, and have a nap once her belly's full of popcorn. But it's kettle corn. She likes that. I think she sure liked it tonight. She's so sweet. Every minute, you have some. No, you have that, Jane. That's for you. You know, you're dealing with amateurs on the beach when they're lighting a cigarette without one of these. This is quintessential for beach. Oh, Nicholas, I appreciate you, brother. I love you, man. I fucking mean that. When I say brother, you know what I'm saying? Warhammer, I've known him for 6 years, and he's helped me through so many situations and stuff, just have my back and been with me, and, you know, an awesome mod, awesome friend. Nicholas, when I call you brother, and Stray, when I call you sister, I mean that. Y'all know I mean this. Stray, I've known you just as long as Warhammer, as Jay. And I love y'all. And boy, we had so much fun bonding. And just, we used to talk so fucking much, man. We bonded so fucking much. And Nicholas, I just feel a connection with you, man. I feel that connection. I feel that electricity. I felt that in your presence. And by the time we left the campfire, you know, there was enough familiarity. And I don't mean this in a faggy way or nothing at all. But love for me is familiarity over time. And you were so fucking authentic with me. And you're just such an authentic person in general. It's just that I see you. I see that. I feel that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying with me whatsoever. You are that person. But I appreciate you. That's the number one trait a person can have is authenticity. And I got to be in your presence, in the physical presence, and experience an authentic motherfucker that cares about me. You know, the same way I care about you, man. And it's just so beautiful. It's so fucking awesome. And you're my brother. And like I keep saying, I really hope one day in life I get the opportunity to benefit you in some regard, just in that facet, you know. Just worship. That's what worship is. You worship people. You worship God through people. God's greatest creation, I guess, right? Conscious awareness. And if that conscious awareness can appreciate love and ingratiate themselves to, what's being provided and be grateful for it, that's like God resonance. That's like a God emotion. It's a whole nother level of anything you can experience in Babylon. Getting socks for Christmas, or Santa Claus, or graduating from school, or something like that. Just it's a pure love. It's a pure worship. It's a pure like devotion, and I felt it, and I've appreciated it throughout my life, and that's what I want to be about. That's the emotion I want to ride until for the rest of my moment. I want to be present in the moment and have connections like that. Quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Quality over quantity. Invest what you have into the people that will invest back into you. And that it's a prana economy, a proper prana economy. Just a positive feedback loop. Just positive. Fucking just climbing the ladder to God, to enlightenment, right? And that's going to be my experience in life. I'm going to see where I'm at in my life and how enlightened I am. How little of a fuck I give about Babylon and material things, and just can let go of this material world, because I find so much peace and happiness in the gratitude that I have for the real world, and the real emotions that we're supposed to have, and the real connections that we're supposed to have, not with fake people to where you invest and they flake out on you, or they're just sorry people, and they fucking cheat on you with a double murder and meth head. And that they seek out and drive around because he ain't got nothing, and you invest in these people, but it's when they can invest that back into you. They're worthy. That's the key word, worthy. And I have worthy people in my life. As worthy as it gets. It's not a level of worthy. You're worthy or not, really. And I have worthy people in my life, because that worthiness is such a high bar. And I'm just so proud, and it fills my cup when everything else is bad. When everything else is sour, when I've got to, when I'm exhausted because of my routine that I'm going through with, my ladies here, and when it's a pissy ass day and I can't get out to the beach for a little bit, or when I, get rejected by chicks, or, here today, gone tomorrow chicks. This love is what keeps my cup full. It does. And I get down. I get emotions. I get caught on things every now and then. I try to stay in the moment, but sometimes I'll get an emotion. I'll try not to focus on the thing, but like that ass doll I hit today, that's fucking with me. But I won't go back last year or more. That shit's behind me. There's still stuff I'm kind of dealing with on a heart level, is why that keeps coming up. I'm still going through it. So it's not really past. It still cuts me. I know, Nicholas. That's exactly right, man. And you know what? The thing is, I don't think I can accept anything less. And that's what's disappointing. Because I don't think I can accept anything less. So, people now, they look at you as, forcing stuff, forcing conversation, or forcing intellectual thought or something like that. People don't like to think. They don't want to put nothing into anything. There's no investment. There's no investment, or it's a one-sided investment. They expect you to invest into them, and that just be that. And that don't work like that. It don't work like that, and it ain't going to work like that. And we can't accept anything less, really. Just can't accept anything less. Oh, I do want to take back too the guitar. I said my guitar burned up and it wouldn't mean nothing to me, but it really would. My Audrey bought me that guitar and sent it here. When I was here like 2 weeks, she bought me that guitar and sent it here. And so I'd have something to play, and she didn't write nothing, and we had split up, like we had already separated. And so it means a lot to me that she did that. That really means a lot to me that she did that. So I take that back. I said that was the one thing I said it burned. All my art, any shit that I bought, my lights, my computer, my hard drives with shit on it, like I don't give a fuck. Well, that shit's gonna be redundant soon anyway. Try playing a fucking, disc or fucking, you know, whatever that had information on it that you wanted to keep through the ages, and you'll have a hard time finding like an old Mac or some shit to play, you know, some discs and shit. That shit gets redundant. Like VHS tapes, you'd be hard pressed to go find a fucking VHS recorder, I imagine. You ain't gonna find one in a mainstream store. You ain't gonna find one at Walmart. You're not gonna find one at, you know, Circuit City or Best Buy. You're not gonna find a VCR at Best Buy. They don't sell them TVs, I reckon, either with the VHS. They don't sell VHS tapes. Ain't that the truth, Nicholas? Ain't that the truth? Oh my God, isn't that woman some fucking gold? Ain't she gold? And no pun intended. But isn't she just fucking amazing? That is a quality, authentic, beautiful, beautiful soul. And yeah, I'm with you, Nicholas. I'm with you. I resonate with Lorna on it. She's special. She's absolutely special. And I'm with you. Yeah. We need to go talk to Lorna and see if she's got more Lornas. Like, we know you come from, you know, some of your family, some of the struggles that you come from. I'm not even going to talk about it, but some of the, you know, people that has been discussed and stuff. It's just so amazing how she turned out. And you know what? That's a hero's journey. Some people take to that stuff and it makes them stronger. And she's a perfect example of that. She's a perfect example of that. And I think Michael and her other sons are huge beneficiaries of that, because Michael is amazing too. I love Michael, man. I absolutely love Michael. Michael was the whole reason that I got so fucking pissed off at Sergio when we were in dojo. Because Sergio interrupted Michael after Michael told him his initial time Sergio talked. And that just never fucking set well with me. I was like, Michael, he comes in here and he says, you know, keeps the peace and like keeps the vibe and he keeps it going with interesting shit. Like when, you know, nobody's speaking up or anything. Just very respectful. I always had a lot of respect for Michael and Lorna. You know what I'm saying? And almost like you just kind of see their connection. You see them. You see the bond there. You know what I mean? It's hard to separate them in a dojo, in a tribe setting, because like when I think of one, I just think of how amazing the other one is. You know, and their influence on each other and the pride that they must have within each other, like because of who they are to each other and who they are in general. I mean, imagine having somebody like that in your life. That's why you're looking for one. That's why we're looking for a Lorna type. You know what I mean? Because if we had somebody in our life like that, it'd be that deep spiritual connection. And you could see it around everybody that they were around, because by proxy, they would be filled with that energy. You know, that'd be just awesome. That'd be fucking awesome. And it's sad to the people that don't reciprocate that to her, that's in her life, you know, like her sons would. It's sad because they're missing out on such a profound experience. It sucks. It sucks. In the same regard, I need to meet like an Amazon woman. Like 6 foot, run like a 4.840. If a woman can do that, I probably couldn't do that. It's not a 4.4 or nothing, I mean, but still. There's women that can do that, track stars and shit. Fuck track star. Why sell myself short? I probably have to get in track and field. I ain't doing that shit. Volleyball be easy as fuck to get into. They got some giant chicks that play volleyball. I saw this chick that was way taller than me, man. She played for the Lobos. New Mexico State, I think, or whatever. It was a college out west, and we saw him at Laughlin, Nevada. And it was this guy, and he was like 6'10", and he just looked normal, right? From a distance, he just looked like a normal, proportionate guy. When he got near, you realized he was fucking long as fuck and shit. But I didn't notice him or anything. And I'm standing, and I heard this chick laughing at my hat, and I have a Gamecocks hat on, and it had Cox written across the back. Well, it's South Carolina hat, right? So out west, it just looked like a fucking, Cox. I got Cox on my hat, like a fag or something. And I turned around, and because I heard somebody giggling, and then I heard Cox. And I turned around, kind of offended. I was just about to explain. And when I did, it's this giant chick. I must have just not seen him, man. I must have literally just like walked up. They must have been sitting down, and then they got up to leave or something, because they were standing up. And I turned around, and this woman's like this much taller than me. I'm thinking, because she was like that tall, and this dude's even taller. And I was like, huh? Oh, shit. I was genuinely fucking shocked. It was one of the few times I've ever been around tall people, and I was like, what? Because I've seen some tall fuckers in basketball and in sport, just, it's crazy. That freaked me the fuck out. I was like, damn, it's two of you. There's a dude and a chick. And I talked to him for a minute. I said, that's the Gamecocks. And I said, damn, y'all play basketball? Y'all are... I think I might have asked them if they was a cover band or something. Y'all a cover band? Y'all play sports or something? That's usually my go-to. Some odd shit. Y'all a cover band? If people are just off, if they're different. I saw Men in Kiss one time, and I thought it was funny. It was a cover band, but a bunch of midgets. So I see a midget, I'd be like, you a couple midgets together, be like, y'all a cover band? Whatever. Really? What? Alamosa. Is that in New Mexico? Holy shit. That's fucking badass. I don't want no big, tall, like, man-looking chick, though. I want, like, a big feminine chick with her nails done and, like, long legs and a long neck and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If she's a bit fit because she can play some basketball, or she can, play the shit out some fucking volleyball, or, I guess that's pretty much it. Maybe play some netball. But she can't be all one of these, like, big crusty feeted feminist. I'll be getting my ass beat by her. I ain't gonna hit no big giant woman. I might want to fight her like a fucking man. I'll probably beat her brother's ass or her dad's ass or something if given the opportunity. If I'm fucking like Stockholmed into it, or if I'm scared to leave. But I can't fend off no big giant fucking like softball playing chick, man. Go hang out at the gym around the women's basketball practice. See what's going on. I'll just be hanging out like I'm just not some tall dude trying to pick up some younger tall women. Like, oh, what's up, ladies? How y'all happen to be here? Like, what y'all doing here? Be like, we're basketball training. What you doing here? Oh, I'm looking for my keys. Right? Oh, shit. I just be thinking of something. Y'all a cover band? I thought y'all was a cover band. I was looking for my keys. Shit, man. Yeah, Amazonian. There's got to be a website, right? There's got to be a website. I'm thinking I need to go lose my keys by the women's basketball practice now. Probably volleyball, because volleyball is a big thing around here. I met a college volleyball player on the beach. She threw the football with me for like 10 minutes. I'm not even kidding. They went walking down the beach. She was a cute girl, really, really fit. And I was throwing the football, and when I caught the football, she went, hey, hey. And so I threw her the football, and she had a beer or something. She had a drink, and she caught it anyway. And then she threw left-handed to this other dude. And it was a good-ass pass. And I was like, God damn. And we got done throwing the football after she walked down the beach. And I was just with some random guys. I just went up to like 3 random dudes throwing a football, and I said, man, let me get in the circle. Let me get in y'all's football thing. And so they let me throw football with them, and this chick walked by, and it was awesome. And then she come back, and we had stopped playing, but I went up to the dude, she passed the ball, and I was like, I bet y'all didn't see that coming. She T-bowed your ass. She busted you with the big lefty, dead in the numbers. And she came back, and I'm just sitting at my thing, which is like 20 feet down from these guys, and she says, where's the football? And she's walking with her mom and I guess her grandma or something. She's like, "Where's the football?" And I said, "You want to throw the football?" And she said, "Yeah." And so I ran over to the people and I said, "Hey man, let me see your football if y'all don't mind. I'm gonna throw it with this chick." And so they tossed me the football and I ran out there and we threw the football for a good few minutes, man. I had to give up. I walked up to her. I'd asked her name. She asked me my name. Asked, where's she from. She told me she played volleyball at out in western North Carolina somewhere. And as soon as I realized she was in college, I was just like, "Oh, you can do better than me, gal." Like, you're moving on to bigger and better things. I'd like to find me a young, pretty gal that I'm on the level with that can appreciate me. But outside of that, like, no, I ain't trying to step in your way. You go do your thing in life, and let me get through my situation, and we'll see where we are. Type. That's just how I felt. So I was just like, oh. But I went up to her and I said something. I don't know about what did I say? I just thought of something to like end it on because I was tired of throwing. I wasn't tired of throwing football. I just kind of run out of questions and yeah, that was that. That was just a brief encounter. It was a lot of fun. It was a good moment. One of the nicer little nuggets of the summer. But I got that moment. Just in that moment. That's what I was doing, is thinking back to that moment, just kind of being in that moment. That's what being present in the moment at all times does for you. It does suck when you have a photographic memory and you get hung up on those fucking terrible memories because you were fully in those moments and you got those vivid, every detail type things. But staying present in the moment is a lot of ways like having a photographic memory for experiencing something in the most replicatable way. Just putting your mind back there, and when you're present in the moment, you feel the wind. Your senses are more heightened. You smell the air. You can hear the frogs, by the creek or whatever. You can hear the ocean. You can almost taste, like at the ocean, you can taste the salt in the air. When I'm thinking about things, I can almost, all these things, I just kind of get this mental feeling of like I'm going through it again, and being present in that moment and staying present in those moments for positive things. And if you can go back to the positive things and not dwell on them, just go through them, rehash them. Like what I just did. I rehashed the whole little scene for the most part, and just had that brief feeling of how good that felt. You know what I'm saying? Just a good feeling inside. And all right. We got a little buzz. We're getting deep, y'all. I apologize. We just fucking got a little deep on that. Oh wow, tall Swedish chicks. Wow, in Colorado, God Almighty, man. Well, I like Swedish chicks. Fair skin, thin hair, like hairless legs. That's what Amy was. But her hair was thin because she was on like medications and stuff. I'm not even talking about her. I apologize for even saying that. It's not even here and there. I don't want to slander her. I got nothing against her in that regard. It's done. And that's the resolve I'm getting to as well. Is it hurts less when I stay resided in the fact that I'll never go back to that situation, that we're done, that it's done, that I'll never talk to her again. She killed that with what she did in that moment with that ass doll. Well, not wasn't an ass doll, it was her decision to go do that. Well, she killed that really when she was talking to James without telling me. And did what she did here, and that really killed it. And the rest of it was riding it out. And she knew that. And that's why she did what she did. Because she is dead with it. It was dead to her. She didn't care anymore. She wanted out. And she got out. And I'm letting it go. But within letting it go, I can just not care. I'll care about her, but I'll never care about her in a way she'll ever know about. That's for damn sure. Not in a way that'll benefit her, because she's out of my life completely. Damn straight, Nicholas. Well fucking said. Damn, man. I'm gonna write that down. Shit, that's a fucking quote. Sometimes there's gold to be found in our memories. That's fucking excellent. It's just true. So fucking true, man. And some of the bad stuff too. You know, not all the bad stuff by any stretch. Some bad stuff just fucking dreadful. But yeah, I guess that's the hero's journey, right? You fucking spend a year to climb the most treacherous mountain and fight the dragon and become damn near mortally maimed and heal. And 20 years later, the man that you've become, the character that you've earned, the resolve that you have, the journey that you've taken, there's gold in forging through that to become that, right? There's gold in forging through all of that to become that. No matter how fucking horrible it was. No matter if you were on fire. You know, fucking guts hanging out and shit. You healed. You might not be the best you can be physically. You might not be as good at you physically as you were then. But that was why you were physically that good, to live through that. That's why you were so peak physically, to get through that. To fight that dragon and survive. And earn the respect of everybody, and earn like your own respect, your own self-respect, and realize that you're willing to look anything in the eyes and take it on, no matter the challenge. Yeah, shit like that, man. Yeah, there's gold there. Not that I slayed a dragon on a mountain. That'd be badass. But I slapped a faggot one time, and I punch slapped a chick. It's a dyke lady with a fucking underwear with a dick hole in it and shit like that. I punch slapped her. She was abusing this real young, like this retard. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say retard. Something's wrong with this woman. She was real slow, probably autistic in hindsight, just probably super autistic. And this woman would just grab her by the hair and push her and fucking raise her hand up to her and shit like that, and the girl would be flinching and punch her in the arm. This was a mean bitch to this bitch, and it was supposedly her girlfriend, and she used her for fucking labor. She'd make her do all her bitch work at the job site. And she fucking pushed her or cussed at her or something. We was on the way to work one morning. That shit rubbed me the wrong way. I told her she better not do that shit again in front of me. And she got in my face, started talking shit to me. And I was like, listen, just trying to irk me up, you know, like a fucking man would do, right? And I just said, look, I ain't want to talk about it. I'll just tell you, don't be fucking hitting her in front of me. I said, I don't like that shit. And I said, you gonna hit me? You gonna hit me? Just don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get me to say I hit her or threaten her or something. Anyway, that's this fucking bitch. We was on a job site, and I was carrying this fucking floorboard with this Mexican. And I had it like this, and we're carrying this floorboard, about to carry it up the ramp in the house. And fucking she walked by me and shoulder bumped me. And I dropped my wood. And she come up to me. It's just like, you got a problem? And started like putting her chest in my, my torso, like bumping on me and shit like that. And I just fucking reared back, and I just like, bow! I put her on her ass. And when I did, every fucking body on the job site clapped and whistled. It was like 8 Mexicans and like 4 or 5 like white dudes and shit like that. And they all fucking started like clapping and whistling, and fucking everybody was happy as shit that happened. And after that, that girl, that dyke, she came back like one more day for work. And that was the last anybody ever seen of her. Her and her girlfriend didn't come back again. But she deserved it, man. She done rubbed everybody fucking wrong. She didn't do no fucking work. She was lazy as shit. I don't know. She must have sold drugs to the fucking supervisor or something. Sold weed to him or something. I don't know why that bitch was on the fucking out there. She wasn't after that though. Send her ass home. Take your ass home with your fucking mentally challenged girlfriend. You gonna beat her ass at home. You don't bring that shit to work. Not in front of me. And that's the story of fucking when D slapped the bull dyke. I know, man. I'm grateful for a lot of shit in my memory as well. The bad stuff. I guess it's transmuting like what's bad about it and how that positively affected you and stuff. Like, I'm glad I get to spend time with Mom. I'm really glad I get to spend time with her, even though it's hard time, because it's so sad, because she's going through so much. It's hard time, but I don't look at it like that. I look at it like I got this time, and I'm very thankful for it. I love my mom so much. She's my Lorna. My mom's my Lorna. My personal Lorna. That's what I see with, you know, Lorna and Michael. She's super wise, you know, so wise. She just ain't got the strength to talk. She ain't got the tongue to talk. She ain't got the energy. I'm proud of her. So fucking strong. Strongest person I've ever known. She's fighting that dragon. Climbing that mountain, basically fighting fucking cancer, mouth cancer. Can you imagine, like, when you bite your tongue, how bad it hurts? You get one of them little fucking white things. It's like, I bit my tongue. You bite the side of it, and you got a little tear on it, and you broke it on your teeth. The shit hurts like fuck. It's annoying. You crunch down on it. Good. Oh, is there much work, man? All right. Crunch down on your tongue, or a baby kicking you in the dick, in the balls with them hard fucking baby shoes like they had when we were kids. Right? That'd almost be a coin toss for me. I crunch down really hard with my good teeth, like in my fucking tongue, like I'm eating a fucking apple and I'm just fucking tearing it up. And I'll fucking bite my tongue like dead on. Or a kick in the fucking nuts by one of them little baby feet holding the baby. Because I've had both them things happen to me. And it's a toss up. That hurt my nuts really fucking bad when I was younger. I got fucking kicked in the nuts by a baby. And that's probably worse than any... I don't think I've ever caught a nut shot that bad. Like with a basketball or football or baseball or somebody kicking me in the balls. Nut or cup check. Used to do that shit at high school. Come kick you in the nuts from behind. Or whack you in the dick. Cup check. What the fuck? That's motherfucker looking to lose an eye. But Mom has been biting the tip of the skin of her tongue off because all the meat has rotted out and came out in chunks of like blood and material, and she'll just wipe it off, and then a part of her tongue's gone, and she's got all those nerves in that skin, and it's just like hanging on, and there's no way to get rid of it. It's just all those nerves that when you bite your tongue, man, it hurts like fuck. And she had to bite that shit off, you know, or cut it off or something. It was drying up. It wasn't coming as the same rate of the other stuff, and it was becoming a problem, a bad problem. But going through that, and the tumors in her lymph nodes, and her teeth now coming out, and her bones is exposed. She ain't swallowed nothing because the little thing that closes her throat's rotted off. So she has a feeding tube in her belly. Just imagine going through that destruction and living and still living, you know, and fighting. Still fighting. That's fucking strong, man. That is fucking strong. I can't imagine it getting no stronger, man. That's almost like if somebody went and poured sulfuric acid down your fucking mouth. Like you did a shot of sulfuric acid and you didn't heal from it. And you just fucking kicking. There ain't no bandages they can put on it. There ain't no fucking wraps. There ain't no gels. They ain't give you Advil. And it ain't gonna heal. It's only gonna get worse. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. That's insanely tough. I love Mom. I'm so proud of her. Damn. I think I'm high. I am high. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm Debbie Downer. I'm just admiring my mom. I got lost in that shit. I found like 15 broken shark's teeth 2 days ago when the water was so rough. When we had that storm. It was storming and it let up for a little bit, so I went out to the beach just to walk the beach. And I found tips off shark's teeth, tons of them. And I left a lot of them because they weren't big enough to keep. They were just the tips, the broken tips off of shark's teeth. And there wasn't any whole ones. There wasn't any whole ones. There's just little tips off longer ones that just got broke up in that rough ass surf. As soon as the tourist season's done, first time we get a tropical storm or hurricane, I'll be hitting the beach up the very next day. The very next day. Apparently conch shells, big giant conch shells wash up on the shore. Tires, thousands and thousands of tires will be out there. I don't care about that, but I mean, all the shit that's like, you know, too far to walk out and pick up that won't get washed up into the smaller surf will be all washed up on there. That'll be cool. Thank you, Stray. I feel your heart in that. Thank you. We managing. It's just in the moment, man. It's in the moment, and just gets heavy. Being exhausted sometimes it gets heavy. But right this second, we're okay. I guess. Sad. Shit, man. I'm getting some dumbbells, I think. I ordered 2 50-pound adjustable dumbbells from China for $56 about 2.5 months ago. And they're supposed to be here in like 10 days. And I don't think they're coming because that's just too cheap. That's the second cheapest ones. I didn't even realize they were that cheap until I realized, like, oh, I got a good weight on these. That's how much it's gonna cost to ship them from China. 100 pounds in a box. It's gonna cost you at least $50 to fucking ship that. That's crazy. That's crazy. They're gonna take a hit on it. They put that up wrong. They charged me for it. My money went through. I can get my money back through eBay. I don't know if after 3 months. There might be no, I think it is. It's like that. It's within a month, I think, of the estimated shipping date. If you decide that, you know. But once you obligate yourself to the estimated shipping date, you know, you're kind of obligated to have to wait for that. But that'll be really good. I was using my dumbbells a lot when I met Amy. Right after I met her, and I realized I was gonna see her. So it'd be good to have some type of weights and stuff. Otherwise, I don't know. Like I look at other things I could use for weights, and it's just like I don't want to lift that shit. It's heavy. What if it's made for it? It's almost like, well, it's like a football is made for, you know, playing football. Weights are made for, you know, lifting weights, and it's kind of a sport thing, or when you know regimens and stuff like that, you know, it's different. It's different when I got to go tie a couple fucking paint cans to a stick. I'm laying on a fucking, I don't know, the picnic table bench, trying to push that shit up. It's different then. You feel fucking like you're just doing work, unnecessary work. I'm gonna lift all these paint cans. I didn't fucking lift them when I put them in the shed where they need to be. Just the thought process. I'm brainwashed. Oh shit. Fed my turtle. We got our paint shits, dude. We're good. I think we're cleaned up. Everything's up. That's good. Well, shit. I want to do something. This sounds stupid and Babylonian as fuck, because it is, but I want to do something for Halloween this year. I haven't had a Halloween. I quit Halloween as soon as I left America. But Halloween used to be fun as fuck for me. And it ain't like the rubber snakes and fucking... We used to do haunted houses. And my aunt would make me walk in front everywhere we went. She'd make me walk in the very front. And I was always trying to prove, you know, 13, 14, I was trying to prove I wasn't scared and shit like that. And I'm not a real jumpy person anyway. Like somebody hide behind a corner and jump out and scare me, I'm just going to, you know, I probably ain't going to, or nothing like that. If I do something, it'll probably be because I thought it was a snake. But I'm not a real like jump scare type person. Like I used to stare at toast and wait for it to come out and try not to fidget, like until I got to where I could look at toast, and when the toaster popped up, I was just calm, right? I'm not kidding. And it's fucking weird, but damn, why would I do that? I know why. My mom's like that. She's super docile, and I always looked up to her not being able to be jump scared, not a freak out type person, and I admired that. And I kind of, yeah, and plus the haunted house and shit, always having to go in first, and living in the woods. You had to make up early in your mind that fucking ghosts and Jason and Freddy Krueger and all this shit was bullshit as a kid, as a little kid. Because the woods would fucking scare the shit out of you. I wasn't even scared of ghosts or monsters or the boogeyman or fucking the scarecrow guy or goddamn anything like that. But the woods still kind of freak me out on some nights. They get so dark and it'd be so fucking dense. You walk in a big ass spider web and it's just like you just get cringed, like, oh shit. You don't get panicked, but you can see how somebody might get panicked. Oh shit, that's badass though, man. If you got a pity that'll latch on, you get a good workout. That's cool as fuck. That's super badass, man. My buddy Bill, one of my beach bum. He's not a beach. He don't like that term beach bum because he's got money. He's got big money. He's got big money, and he's got like 269 Lincolns fully restored. He's got like 73, maybe 273 Lincolns fully restored. He went to pick up a red with black leather interior 69 Lincoln in Ohio this morning, and he's bringing it back on a trailer. He'll be back tomorrow with it. I get to see his new car, and I think that's a 69, and it's red with black leather interior, and he's got a 65 T-Bird, this pink with white leather interior, and it's a convertible. Oh my God, man, his car collection is obscene. It is insane. And he's got investment properties everywhere. He just bought him like 4 acres at the nudist colony. No kidding. It's got a pond on it. It's got like the house thing on it. Way to get down there. He just got all these fucking properties, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh. You kind of freeze for a second because you don't, it's stuck on your hair and shit, and it's stuck on your face, and it's just like, oh God, there's a spider on this thing. And if it depends on where it hits you, depends on if you got a shirt or a hat on. There's a bunch of various factors that could determine the way that you would necessarily perform that dance. But there is a fucking core, I think, draw up that everybody fucking does, that only your arms, neck, and face, you know, whether you got a spider on it or something, all that shit might change, but you definitely got the fucking the herky jerky. Yeah. I guess, I don't know. Fuck though. Yeah. But there's different factors on how the rest of you behaves, but that spine, that tingle down your spine, it's the same no matter what fucking spider web you walk in or what the factors are. It's like an electric shock. And if it's a big one, you get your knees involved because you fucking like, oh shit, bees. Like, It's some shit. Oh fuck. Yeah, the thicker the spider web, the bigger you know the spider is, and the more freaky it is, I think. And when you feel it on your face, that's the worst. That's the worst. Like when you walk in it, it's like, oh, you're trying to back up before you actually break it. Oh, if you just walk through it, you fucked. Because you got a bug on you now, or arachnid on you then. Hell yeah, the fast pat down. Oh shit, where is it? Check your hair. Yeah. Oh my god. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Oh shit, am I froze? I think my screen froze. It's been a minute since I walked into a nice big fat dirty fuck off spider web. But I'd really hit them up in Sydney. Those are more ground spiders and hiding your boot spiders and shit like that. Live in your garage spiders. I had a blue tongue living in a VCR that I salvaged from the scrapyard, and this fucking blue tongue was about that long. It had a big head on it, about that wide, about that long. Big fucking knot head. I don't know. Yeah, it was like that. That's how they're shaped. They got tongues that come out. It's like big fat little blue tongues that come out like a snake. It's freaky, the tongues, man, because when you see that snake tongue, it's just like, man, you just went from being a lizard to something fucking freakier. I don't like it. Like your spine, like. That's also my phantom voice. So I've had a ghost sheet on with a couple eye holes. I'd be walking around like, that's my phantom voice. As well as my, freaky ass fucking weird thing I don't want to touch because it creeps me out. It's not that. I did hold blue tongues. I'd pick them up in my yard and I'd do something with them. It's just a general connotation. The first time you get exposed to that tongue, you see what they call it, a blue tongue. It's just freaky, that's all. I mean, it's just nature. It's just nature. Cold, fucking blooded predator nature. But nature nonetheless. We had a big one at football training, man. It was like this long. I swear to God, it was at least 2.5 feet long. And shit, that'd be longer than that, wouldn't it? It was fucking long because I picked it up. And I had it by the head and I had it by the belly. And it was fucking thick, man. It was this big, thick-ass lizard. And it was too cold for it. I think it died. We came to training the next time and it was out there dead. It was just too cold for it. And it didn't have nowhere to go burrow. And this fucking thing, I picked it up and I was looking at my teammates. Anybody want to fucking touch it? And I was just like, man, I was like, yo, crocodiles ain't shit. I was like, all the rumors are false. Or some shit. I was like, Crocodile Dundee. I was like, he's a fraud. This is a big blue tongue. But it was funny. I was taking the piss out their lizard. It was a giant lizard. I mean, it was obviously a giant lizard. And I'm calling it small because it's a crocodile, like some naive yank, like like a dumb American. Hey, it was a good joke. I guess you had to be there. Poor thing lost its life, though. I do feel bad about that. But it wasn't my fault. Again, nature. It's just nature, right? If it's that fucking big, it'd been through a few winters. It knew what it needed to do. This motherfucker knew its time was limited, I'm sure. He ain't doing himself no favors, like coming up to me. Like, I didn't hurt him, but damn, I feel bad now. What if he was somebody's pet? He just didn't know how to do for himself. Somebody had to get rid of it because it got so fucking big. I feel bad about that now. Damn. Thing it probably had a heat light, big rock to hang out on, bowl of fucking pellets. They've been eating cat food and shit. He just come up to people because this fucking lizard trained like a cat in a cage. Poor little bastard. Damn, now I feel like a piece of shit. I'm out there, ha ha, look at this fucking thing. It'll be dead tomorrow. I didn't say that, but it was. 2 days later, same spot. That's sad. What's cold-blooded? It should survive the cold. I mean, let's be real about it. That's sad. See, there's living in the past. I ain't dwelling on that shit. I ain't got time to. I had a kangaroo die in my arms. In my arms. I felt its last breath. And I was like, that's you, isn't it, Skippy? I was like, you ain't with us no more. I went and laid him out in the bush. The literal bush. Drug him about 30 feet in the bush. Carried him about 30 feet in the bush. Put him down beside a bush. God, they catching shit in them Australia, man. I saw Macy's 12-year-old kids. They maced the fucking 12-year-old kids for not wearing a mask. In West Sydney, where I used to live. I don't know what suburb it was. Still sucks though, man. That's crazy. Oh no, it was a lizard. It was a lizard, Nicholas. Nah. Craziest thing, man, the most dangerous spider that I saw there was about this big. It was about that big. Not my fingers and stuff. It was just about that big. It's crazy. It's called a Sydney funnel web. It's one of the most deadly spiders in the world, apparently. And this motherfucker came out of my garage and went at me. Like straight up went fucking at me. It drew its fangs back and they looked like, from what I remember, I was in the moment. It drew its little fangs back and they looked like two pieces of pencil lead. And this motherfucker started doing this at me. And I had a broom or a rake and I turned the rake around with a stick and I put it in front of it, or like to the left of it, and it'd fucking go straight for that stick. It'd veer off path from me, go straight to that stick and fucking attack it. And I pulled the rake up and it'd start coming at me again. I put the rake down near it. That motherfucker beeline over to the rake and attack it. I pull the rake up, move it a different space, and go to the rake and attack it. I pull the rake up, it'd come after me. It was coming straight after me, man. Oh, good Lord. No, I've never seen a 2-foot spider that I can remember. Maybe at the zoo. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. Like that? No. That'd be like a fucking, that's bigger than a hubcap. God damn. That's crazy. That's like a 22-inch tire. A 24-inch tire, man. A fucking 30-inch tire. That'd be like a 30-inch tire. That'd be like the biggest rims you can buy. Probably. For them donk cars. Yeah, that lizard wasn't 2.5 feet. Well, I don't know. It might have been about that big. Yeah, it actually was about that big with the tail and everything. They don't have real long, wispy tails or anything. They just got like nub tails. He's a stocky fucking thing. Nah, he's probably about 2 foot. Probably about 2 foot. At his head and his belly. He's probably about 2 foot. They don't have no measurements on it. I'm guesstimating. This is my paint one. My border one. I saw some pretty long snakes. A couple brown snakes that had good size. I saw a fucking cassowary and touched it. Audrey thought I was insane. We was in Cairns and I saw this big fucking turkey ostrich looking thing. This prehistoric looking turkey ostrich. It had colors on it and shit, right? It's this giant fucking bird. It was huge. It would have been like a old one, like a old, I'm assuming male. This motherfucker was big. But I don't know how big they get, like, fit male and female. But it wasn't a youngling. Definitely wasn't a youngling. This motherfucker been around. Oh, god damn. That is fucking, that's nightmare shit right there, Nicholas. That's the shit of fucking nightmares. Seeing that tongue in that lizard's freaky enough. That snake fucking the big blue fat, it's a fat tongue, but it's like fucking, pretty fucking sure it's got the little things on it like that, right? And it's blue. It's a blue tongue. And god damn. That would be terrifying. 2-foot spider with a fucking snake tongue. I think that's the head of the Illuminati. You just described the head of the Illuminati. And I saw this fucking bird, and it was about, I don't know, 10, 15 feet in the wood line right there by the road. And I said, stop the car. And I jumped out the car, and I creeped up behind it. I was confident. I wasn't about to let this motherfucker fuck with me. But apparently they got like this quick fucking talon that they just yank up and slice you open. They're the most deadly bird in the world. Right? I don't know what that, I don't know how many people die from birds and shit, but I know this bird is the most deadly bird in the world. It's called a cassowary. It's the most dangerous fucking bird in the world. I walked right up to this motherfucker, right? They ain't creeping. I'm just like, I'm gonna get you. I mean, I kind of was waiting, you know, I had this little path where he could have went. I'm gauging it. I'm in the moment. I'm in fucking high sense mode. And I get up to it and I reach out and I fucking touch it. And I rub it on its back and this motherfucker takes off. It took off and I jolted a little bit, you know, jolted back and what have you, but he took off. Or he let me touch it. Not just touch it, I got my hand on it. Like I touched this motherfucker in the wild. Then I saw a dingo. I didn't do shit with a dingo. It was like a dog. Saw a shit ton of fucking crocodiles. And it was number one on my bucket list to fucking kill a crocodile. Not like, I guess for sport. How horrible is that? I wanted to kill a crocodile for sport. I wanted to hang in a mangrove and fucking just drop on one. Like stalking my prey. And then I wanted to take it back. I guess not for sport, because I wanted to eat it. I wanted to get the meat, take the meat to a crocodile butcher, get all the meat done, and get all the skin, and make me a pair of fucking boots from the crocodile I took out. It took me on a death roll. I fucking cut its neck open. Didn't have nothing but a fucking knife. Not a gun, not a bow and arrow and shit like that. I ain't shooting nothing at it. I'm shooting me at it. I'm grabbing this motherfucker. I want to take it out on my accord, with my hands, with my fucking tool. That's fucking boss. That's boss. Because that's a fucking predator, man. Yeah, that's nature. But I'm natural too. And if I'm a warrior, then I'm going to do that shit. I ain't trying to set a trend. I ain't trying to make crocodiles extinct because dickheads drop on top of them. I'll be shocked if a lot of fucking dickheads will pull that off, to be honest with you. So it's a feat, like a rite of passage. It's still something I fucking want to do. I still fucking want to do it. It just gets my adrenaline going, man. It's just like, man, if I get taken the fuck out by a crocodile, a big ass crocodile, not like little baby crocodile, 5 foot junks. I'm talking about like, let me get this motherfucker that needs to go. Has had him a life. Has been eating all these fucking kangaroos and shit. That's been ducks, whatever the fuck, fish, whatever, turtles, whatever the fuck he can get his mouth on. This motherfucker's been keeping this river fucking. It's time for a new buck. Not me, but the next croc up. His challenge to the top ain't gonna be that hard. He's gonna have a little earlier rise to prominence than nature would have intended, thanks to me. But goddamn, man, yeah, full on primal stray. Oh my God, Nicholas, no, you'd never catch me picking a spider. Like I might, if I had like a wildlife expert, guarantee me. And I don't even trust that wildlife expert. You know, I don't even trust that wildlife expert. But I mean, if it's fairly well known that something's not poisonous or not that poisonous, you know what I mean? I can deal with stings and things like that. You know what I mean? Like I can deal with like a hornet sting. That'd suck like fuck. But I could deal with that. I wouldn't want to deal with like 10 of them by any fucking stretch. Not that I want to deal with one. But I mean, that's something that's just like if you had a once in a lifetime experience and you knew that fucking blue-tongued lizard 2-foot spider, the worst it could do, well, no, I wouldn't fuck with it if it gave me a hornet sting. That'd be dumb as fuck. Hell no, I wouldn't touch it. I don't know why I touched that cassowary. I only want to kill that fucking croc because it's primal. I chased a shit ton of kangaroos and joeys, though, when I was over there. I'd chase whenever I'd see one, I'd fucking jump out the car and run after it. I don't know why I do that shit. It's immature, but I do it. I'd probably do it now. If I saw something worth chasing, horse or something. I couldn't do that in Colorado. I'd get stampeded. They're everywhere over there, hey. In Buffalo, you fine, Stray. Thank you for hanging out. Shit, I'm probably rambled enough anyway. I've been at it a long time. I'm sorry, y'all. Holding everybody up with some goofy mess. I ain't sorry, I guess. I'm just talking, shit. Sorry it's not more entertaining. I wish I could put on a good production. That'd be badass. Have like graphics in the back. Some good music. I don't know. Scripted dialogue. Right? Oh shit. It's encouragement. Maybe I'll write some more poems. Reefer. Let's write a poem about reefer. Reefer is good, if not great. To smoke me some reef, I would not hesitate. I take my reefer in a bowl or a plate, and then straight from my plate. I got nothing. That's where I had to back it up and think of that verse again. I take me a toke, and then a second to make two. And then I would toke it a third time. We know this is true. Pull out my lighter and begin to ignite, and my reef turns to ash. Once struck with my light. I don't know, that's fucking bad. I like poetry though. Oh hell yeah. Ain't that the fucking truth, man? Ain't that the fucking truth? That's what I'm saying. No. With the spider with the snake tongue. That's fucking freaky as shit, man. That's the stuff of nightmares. Spiders got like a shit ton of eyes. Like, they're freaky, man. They're like aliens. Spiders to me are like aliens in a big way. So are crabs. And fucking octopus and squid and shit. That shit's like aliens to me. Not so much fish, I guess. But those creatures in particular. An octopus. That's fucking weird. A jellyfish? What the fuck? Man, that's like a membrane of rubber. And it's fucking living. Where's his mouth? Like, what does it do? What's the fucking point of it? Where'd it come from? Right? It's fucking alien, man. Wow, man. That's fucking awesome, Nicholas. That's super cool. I used to break horses when I was a little kid, sort of. Not break them, but I guess Todd, my neighbor in Kershaw, called me up to his house. Said he got this horse on a shipped over to him on the train from, I think, North Dakota, one of the Dakotas. Said he bought it for $50 in the back of one of the magazines that he got, one of his like, you know, country boy magazines. He's a redneck. He was real cowboy wannabe type dude, man. Like big belt buckle, cowboy hat, boots. Nobody else around was a cowboy. Nobody. You know, boot cut jeans, the whole works. Big mustache. And he hung around other people that was into that cowboy life. And respect to him. But he called me up to his house and he was asking me if I minded trying to break in his horse a little bit, like, you know. And I was like, no. I'd love to look at it, but I don't sound like something I'm that interested in. But went and looked at the horse, and when I looked at it, this horse had a fucking look about it. It was a Mustang, and it was small. It wasn't a big Mustang. I guess Mustangs are kind of small in general. But this fucking horse had a look about it. Like something was off. Like bad off. Like it was fucked up off. Like the eyes were too close together, or tongue was hanging out. It was just fucking weird. I was like, what the fuck? And then he went on to tell me, he said, yeah, he's wild as hell. He said he's a little bit inbred. You bought a horse for $50 that was shipped over. Like, it's fucking inbred and you're surprised. Like, I'll just, whatever. It was just fucking funny. I was like, no, I don't want to fucking get on that horse, man. That horse is stupid. It's out there kicking like hell. It's feet in the air, just fucking kicking nothing. Ain't nothing on it. Ain't got a fucking bit in its mouth or nothing. It's just fucking out there kicking and jumping. I'm like, no. It slow down a little bit. It look at y'all fool that tongue out. Look at y'all dumb with that tongue out and shit. And it go to kicking and just fucking, what the fuck? No, I ain't getting on that horse. Mama had a pretty horse, Appaloosa paint. If that's the thing. I know it's Appaloosa, but it looked like a Dalmatian. It was gorgeous. Sedacia. Good horse. Man. It's 120. I think I gotta feed mom in about an hour and a half. Maybe an hour and a half. I'll need to give her some more Advil and some protein stuff. I might go play some crooning songs in my room, wait for that, and try to get me some sleep as soon as I finish that. I'm getting about 3 hours sleep, 4 hours sleep. See how we feel. Might go see if might wake up to feed mom and see if we go get my little kit together that I got made up and see if the turtles are hatching. They were supposed to hatch in 55 days, and they're on day 50. I think tomorrow will be day 58. So tonight will be night 58. So they're way past due hatching, and there should be, they reckon, about 100 to 120 of them out of this little mound that's right over Pier 172. As soon as you come onto the beach, it's cordoned off, and there's a little turtle thing. As soon as you come onto the beach, right, it's right there as you walk onto the beach, and they're all down the beach. But I've been waiting until the ladies get there. They get there about 6:30, and I went out there the other night to drink a beer on the beach because it rained all day, and I went out there after I fed mom and stuff just to drink a beer not on the beach, but I ended up walking on the beach looking for shark's teeth after I drank my beer, and those ladies come out, and I took one of their shovels and I dug the whole trench from the turtle bed all the way down to the ocean. It took me about 15 minutes. But they were going to switch off. It's these 4 ladies, and they were all like, 60 years old plus, just doing volunteer work for the little turtle sanctuary place to come out there and watch after and record and do all this stuff with the turtles. And one lady's got a flathead shovel. And I was like, yeah, I'd seen them out there before and talked to them. I didn't realize they were taking the flathead shovel and like doing shift work and digging this fucking trench out, right? And I'm just like, man, y'all ain't doing that in front of me. Give me that shovel. And I just took the shovel and I dug that trench for them. And so they wouldn't have to do it. And I talked to them, but they answered all my questions. And they gave me a little card, too, in case I come out there at 2 or 3 in the morning like I told them I might. And they told me not to use a regular flashlight, to put like a red cloth or something over it. And I told them I'd like to come out there with my tripod and my camera and film it. You know what I'm saying? I'll put a red cloth over whatever light that I use, and I'll film them coming out. National Geographic style, right? With my Nikon, with my fucking flat earth camera. And they told me that if I'm out there and I see him, to call that number. So I got their number. Just I'm part of the fucking thing now. I'm like the off clock operative or something. Like when them ladies ain't there, shit, I'll be in touch. I'll be like, hey, they out here. You need to send the guys, send the crew, get this shit down. And they also, this other guy told me, he said they got a Holden Beach website where I could post a video. So if I do come out and get the video, I can post it to this website so people can watch the turtles go out. Oh, and this lady from ones that hatched down the beach, she was there in that exact spot at like 7 that morning when the sun was coming up. Like she goes for a walk, and this lady just happened to be walking about at this time. She pulled out her phone and she said, yeah, this is one that got lost on the beach. Because we're south, believe it or not. Like, we're inland. We're in like this big inlet thing. We're south. And so east is like up beach. And that's where they need to go, is east. They need to get in the water and then catch like the Australian current. And that'll take them to like the seaweed thing, and they'll be fine. But most of them are going to die. Most of them won't make it. Maybe 1% they reckon will make it of all the beaches on, or all the turtles on the beach. But this lady had video footage of the turtle that she saw, and it was about that big, and he had little fins, and he's just on the beach, kind of lost, but he's just like walking around on the beach with his little fins, and it was just this little sea turtle, and it was so clear what it was. It was mind-blowing, and I was just looking at the camera like, I want to see that in real life. I want to see that in real life, man. That newborn turtle that's about to not exist anymore, because these sharks are going to fucking eat them things like chicken nuggets. There's so many fucking sharks out there, it's not funny, man. Great whites, they're on the outside of like where they got the sandbars to keep where the people swim and stuff like that. So there's a few sandbars out, and the people pretty much keep the sharks out of that area, the big ones. And you got all these flathead sharks, a couple different sharks. And people go fish on the beach. And I've got pictures. I put a picture of a shark this dude caught on the beach on Discord. And yeah, man, it's just fucking trippy. There's sharks everywhere out there. It's fucking shark country or some shit. I didn't realize there was so many sharks. But I'm cool with sharks, because I know where I stand with them. Way the fuck over here. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers don't play. They are vicious creatures. They got all them fucking razor teeth, but they're not that. They're pretty timid. They're pretty timid and don't fuck with people. They don't fuck with people. They wouldn't fuck with me. Not ones that would get that close. And if they did, I'd probably say, I saw a pelican fucking get eaten by the ocean today. I saw a fucking pelican get eaten by the ocean today. It was so fucking rough. This pelican's riding out to sea over the waves and shit like that, and this fucking wave toppled it, and that was it. I stood out there for 10 minutes with my glasses off looking for it to pop up, checking the skies all around, make sure it didn't wash up, pop up somewhere down there. I saw the ocean eat a fucking pelican. At any time I thought this big fucking 6-foot pelican, this giant dead fucking bird, was just gonna fly into one of the surfers or people out there swimming out of a wave, just wipe them out. Big giant bird carcass. Nah, that ocean sucked it down, and a fucking shark would have ate it. A shark got that motherfucker. Lined his ass up when he saw him flying over the water like that, just waiting for nature to do its thing. As soon as that fucker got taken under, I bet he was fucking dinner. That baffled the fuck out of me. I didn't think that was a possibility. I really didn't think that was a possibility, but I was watching this pelican, man. I was like, damn, you flying awful loaded in fucking brutal waves. Must be nice to have it like that. And he must have read the air current or something wrong. And he just fucking, the ocean fucking got him. Ocean got him. That was wild. He never popped up. He wouldn't have survived more than 10 minutes. I guarantee that. I watched for like 3 songs. I'm sitting singing songs like, damn. I wasn't even like, feeling bad for it. I was just like, that was fucking wild. Never seen some shit like that. I was out there trying to pee. The waves are lifting me up like fucking, I don't know, what, way up in the air. Like trying to get over the top. And I'm diving through, pulled the fucking hair tie straight out of my hair. And I had it nice and fucking tight too, man. Pulled the fucking hair tie straight out of my hair. It was fucking so rough. And it's so weird because after storms, it's like that. But when it's not stormy, it's beautiful. You'd be lucky to get a wave you could even catch whatsoever. They're just so calm and peaceful, and they ride in so slow. But after a storm, you don't want to be fucking out there, man. That shit will fucking slam you. And they ride so high, all the way they get high right before they hit the shore. So even if you can catch one surfing or something, as soon as it topples, you're in the surf. Like you're fucking ankle deep, and it's just slamming you in the fucking sand. Sometimes it's worth it if the waves are right. It's worth getting slammed in the sand a little bit to ride the waves if you get a little distance with them. But yeah, after a bad storm, we didn't have a bad storm, but I guess after a fucking big storm, it was a long one. I'm rambling, man. Shit. What time is it? 1:30. If I feed Mama around 2:30 or 3, I'll probably get 3 hours sleep. This would be 6. And I can probably be out the house after feeding Mom and Janie by 7. Be up there at sunrise, see if the turtles come out. That'd be good because I won't have to take no flashlight or anything. I kind of want to go up there now. I want to go up there and look now. Okay, Night Stray. I'm going to go ahead and go too. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here too. I'm very grateful for you hanging out with me. Thank you so much. Please wish Jay a good night for me too. And Nicholas, thank you so much for being here, brother. I appreciate you hanging out with me, with us. That was fucking awesome. It was a good distraction, man. I appreciate y'all letting me ramble on and engaging with me. I don't know. I gotta quit drinking. At least having a couple a day, and that sucks. You get 2 for $2.50 at the service station. It's just so easy, man. Especially when you're trying to disconnect. It's so fucking easy. This fucking resin helped. Okay. Well, I'm crashing. Night Stray. Well, I'm not crashing, but I'm gonna go do something. I'll be crashing later. Night Stray. Night Nicholas. Love y'all, man. Shit, how I end this? I always hate that, like on Facebook Messenger. You like, bye. It's like, bye. Just looking for the button. Bye.